All right, ladies, it's time for the Chickster to hit the dance floor. I'll show you the move I taught James Brown back in '63. Oh, wait a minute. I think I may have hurt myself. Oh, boy, I'm not kidding. I'm not entirely well, you know. I feel rather faint. Does anyone have any nitro? Can somebody please call 911? Oh, my chest is beginning to tighten. Oh. I can't get my breath. Oh, man. It's really hot in here. Oh, boy. Mr. Griswold, this is wonderful, all these musicians. But it's really starting to hurt. Mr. Griswold.
He's cranky and whiny. He kisses Tom's hiney. But man doesn't have any shame.
What's his name?
I'm not faking this, you know. Well, now you think it's funny. It's not funny. Hey, how about you? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Here are the ladies.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hello there. There's Pat Godwin
Hello, Chick McGee.
in the Henry Blake overshirt.
We have a helicopter coming in, Chick.
That's right. What am I signing, Radar? There's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
The sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee in my genuine artificial mink headphones.
Oh, nice.
How about that? Is that real fake mink?
Comfy?
That is absolute, genuine, real fake mink.
Wow.
Superfly.
Because, you know what? You know what Oprah and Queen Bee tell them? Anything that touches your skin, treat yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Love those ladies.
Yes. Sheets, towels, headphones.
They look like the earmuffs the kid wore in A Christmas Story.
I got to be honest.
They're big.
Got to be honest. They're a little hot. They're a little warm.
They do look comfortable.
Right here, a little warm.
No, keep wearing them. I'm going to laugh at everything you say if I have to look at you. Those are very funny.
Go sweating through the morning.
Welcome to the show. It's a party. You're invited. That's what I want to tell everybody.
That's right.
We have a lot to get to today. We've got a lot to review from yesterday, as a matter of fact.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, a lot of food talk. We're setting ourselves up for something very special coming up next week when it comes to food. I just asked the question: have you ever been making? You got the grill ready, you got the charcoal going, and you want to have some burgers, and you realize you only have hot dog buns.
And Ace felt compelled to say, "Well, if you got hamburger and you got the grill going, why don't you just make
the grill, the stove?"
And I pointed out.
But we were talking about the grill.
He never mentioned grill.
Here we go. No, the point is, then the question is, do you make a traditional hamburger and cut the bun in half, or do you make a hot dog-shaped hamburger? And
I got 35 tweets that said, "Hey, idiots, a hot dog-shaped hamburger is a sausage.
not really. It's made of ground
Please
beef.
stop it." Yeah, but anything like that is considered sausage.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, trying to grill spaghetti, Ace, they're going to fall through the cracks unless you, of course, put them horizontal.
Well, they have like they have like a steam table attachment you can put on your grill.
Sure.
For lack of a better term. Yeah.
I want one of those, like
pretty
the Blackstone things.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you're out there, you're like the guy at the hibachi grill. Man,
Yeah.
that seems fun.
And you can make a smash burger like that. And you mash it
But
down.
we have this letter.
Sorry to talk.
I heard your discussion about Spaghettios.
Yes.
What
did you say, Tom?
I heard your discussion about Spaghettios.
Franco-American Spaghettio. The neat new spaghetti you can eat with a spoon.
Why Franco-American?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the name of the company.
That was the name of the company at the time.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Mhm.
Why did they name it Franco-American?
I
think
imagine there was some kind of French twist to it.
Must have been.
Yes.
But I'm not sure. So did they sell Spaghettios to another company? I'm not.
Chef Boyardee.
I don't know. I don't know who makes
Where
Spaghettios.
is this big pasta that we're talking about?
Hey, Ace, don't you have a can of them right?
On the History Channel, there's a show called The History of Food, and this week's is about Chef Boyardee.
Okay. Now,
I thought you-
don't you have a can of Spaghettios right over there?
It's over there.
Oh, well, can you at some point retrieve it and
Yeah, I'll
we'll
get
find the answer to our
I
question?
thought you claimed
I'm
in the
looking it up.
history that you said Campbell's released the first Spaghettios.
You did.
Yeah, that's what it said in Today in History.
Yeah.
Well, that's Campbell, not Franco-American.
I mean, there's two different.
I think it's two different companies.
I mean,
Oh, that's-
Spaghettios isn't
I would think
trademarked.
so.
Campbell's own Spaghettios now.
Now they do. Sure.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Campbell's is big can.
They are big can.
Big can.
I
Anything
love
that can.
big cans.
Yeah,
Oh, Campbell's got back.
that's exactly right.
More than 100
I like big cans.
And I cannot lie.
More than 150 million cans of Spaghettios are sold each year.
Well, this letter is sort of a side note. Comes to us from Dennis, writing from the Buckeye State. One of the fattest things I've ever done.
Yeah, Dennis.
Put peanut butter
Yep.
on a slice of bread,
Yeah.
cover it with beefaroni,
What?
and put...
Wait a minute.
I'm going to keep listening.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so you got bread,
I'm
peanut
ri-
butter on it.
I'm writing this
I
down.
I assume you warm up the beefaroni
Who knows? What and then
and put it on another slice of bread, making a peanut butter and beefaroni sandwich.
I'm totally fine with this.
I highly recommend it.
I'm out.
Thank you,
Oh,
Dennis.
really?
Yes, and because here's why. I would often have a peanut butter and jelly with my Spaghettios or ravioli, and I would end up dunking the peanut butter and jelly into it.
What?
It's awesome.
All right.
You're sick.
In
That sounds
That
terrible.
may be, but it was delicious.
in elementary school, I think like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, we had peanut butter and jelly and chili. And you dunk your peanut butter and jelly in your chili, and it was really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
It's kind of like the McDonald's fries and the milkshake thing because I thought that was gross, but now I do it every
Things,
time.
it works.
No,
Yeah,
don't do
French
anything.
fries at Wendy's and the Frosty, too.
No, don't do anything to McDonald's French fries.
We
Leave
do
them
have a
alone.
survey going here.
It was, Campbell's did come out with Spaghettios, but they brought it out under the Franco-American brand.
I see.
So I don't know why.
No, so far, with nearly 350 votes, what should you do if you don't have the buns for your hamburgers?
Nobody's going to like my answer.
You
31% of our audience says make spaghetti. Ace, I stand corrected.
That's only
Oh,
because...
they're being contrary.
and, and it's up there. If it weren't on the actual survey...
Yeah.
Once again, we got to go back to what Tom said. You're making burgers. He didn't say we were grilling burgers. We're making burgers. I like to know the percentage of people who make their burgers on the stovetop.
Yeah, when was the last time you made a burger on the stovetop?
Oh, Lord.
God, I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think a couple of weeks ago for me.
2020 pandemic in March. I was doing a bunch of
All
burgers,
right,
and I was
well,
inside because I had to be.
What about you? Do you do that?
No, I don't have a vent over my stove, so there's no way
I've
I'm
been
doing
in this
that.
house 5.5 years, and I've never done it.
Wait a minute. You don't have a vent over your stove. That's not
No, it was a misside on the builders. and
That's
it was-
not code. You better not say that
So
out
your
loud.
ceiling is caked in
Grease.
oil.
The bottom of the microwave that sits
Dead
above
flies.
it.
Oh, boy.
That seems like a fire hazard. Let's not
Yeah.
mention that
We can
again.
probably deal with that.
Ding dong, Marshall. Oh, sorry.
I think that we need to get the survey up, get some more votes here. I think the obvious thing to do. But the real question is, do you shape the beef, the ground beef, into a
No,
hot
you just
dog-like
cut the
shape?
bun and put them on hot dog.
I would have gone bunless, but I don't have kids. I can see where kids would want the bun, but I would have just made some burgers.
Oh, so the
in
only-
fact, that's often at home how I eat my hamburgers is I don't even have buns.
Yeah, I'm with
just-
him.
Okay,
It was-
it's not,
again,
it's not a
with
hamburger.
lettuce.
That's not a hamburger.
Okay, so would you call it? And sometimes restaurants have these like old diners, a hamburger steak. Would you
No,
call it?
Like a
It would-
Salisbury steak, maybe?
No,
No, there's no.
it's a
beef
really
patty.
boring piece of meatloaf.
No, man, I put.
That's
funny.
The key to this is
Now, see, on our survey, they only said you make spaghetti or use hot dog
it's
buns.
not,
They
not a,
didn't.
it's an invalid survey. Take it down.
Well, and also, Ace, where are you getting 2 extra ingredients from in yours? You have the pasta sauce and the noodles just around? Is that just...
You don't have a stockpile of spaghetti?
No, I guess you're
Ace
right.
is ready for Armageddon. He's got a,
of course.
He's got a,
Should've known.
a root cellar with cans and stuff in it.
Body armor, gallons and gallons of
second I
water.
asked-
Hey, you guys are laughing, but
Hey,
you're right.
speaking of
Oh, I'm
of
going
food.
over there.
10 Cloverfield Lane over there.
Speaking of food, time to talk about HelloFresh. Oh boy, they deliver the box inside chef-crafted recipes. Oh, here's the key: they've done the shopping. What? Yeah, they went to the grocery store and got all the stuff. Then they measured it for you, so you can have great food, restaurant quality food, and you put it together at home. Things like sweet heat shrimp tempura bowls. What all you got over there, Willie?
One of my favorites, the pork and black bean chili with spicy crema and Monterey Jack cheese. HelloFresh is going to send you 12 ingredients. You're going to put those ingredients together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have this delicious one-pan chili from from our friends at HelloFresh.
Some of them take just 10 minutes. Also, they have every kind of food you want. 50 chef-curated recipes, more than 50 every week. So if you're into comfort food or maybe you want low-cal or low-carb, they've got it. Find all the details at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Great recipes. You'll look forward to doing this. You can do it once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week, whatever you're into, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Once again, HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Use that code for 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. I'll say it again. BTShow16 is the code. You'll need it a couple of times. Once again, 16 free meals, 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up in sports.
NBA winner last night could be the Heat, and Jimmy Buckets. That's what they call him.
Oh, boy.
I like that.
But it's not Jimmy Butler. It's Jimmy Buckets. He had 41, and Terry Francona is still sick, kids. Manager of the Guardians. Tom Brady has a Netflix show coming out, and America is holding its breath. And a couple of world records coming up.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Also, we have another huge animal hunk of cool stuff coming up. We got a moose on the loose. We got the oldest living man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's always very exciting.
We better hurry up and do that one.
We better do that first. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Sexy time. That's right. It's Wednesday, May 18th. Allie Breen on the way today, comedian, relationship expert. If you have relationship issues, get your letters into Allie, and who knows, we could be talking about your relationship this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. Also joining us from the Bits and Pieces podcast, Miss Jessica Alsman. We call her Scorched Earth, and for good reason. That's right, Scorched Earth and Allie Breen on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Buckle up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Desk. As if it needs the star power, but Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford are teaming up to work on the newest addition to the Yellowstone TV franchise. The actors will headline a series with the working title 1932. It will join 1883 in what Paramount Plus calls the origin story of the Yellowstone drama. Ford and Mirren are among a growing number of movie stars who've done TV shows as streamers to try to draw subscribers with big names and prestige products. Pete Townsend becomes the latest musician telling their life story on Audible. The Who star will take listeners through the years 1978 to 2002, a time bookend by the deaths of drummer Keith Moon and bass player John Entwistle. The feature, Pete Townsend, Somebody Saved Me, blends his memories of that span with the music that punctuated it, like Let My Love Open the Door, Slit Skirts, and You Better, You Bet. And Jerry Lee Lewis has finally made it into the Country Music Hall of Fame at the age of 86. Yep, he finally got the call, said he's glad and grateful. Lewis joins the late country star Keith Whitley on the list of performers voted in this year. Lewis had already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and was outspoken about getting into the country music equivalent. Maybe marrying your 13-year-old cousin had something to do with that. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. Oh, no. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks. I needed that.
Is that masturbation?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I need to talk to somebody else, like with a green thumb, so I asked my drummer Dusty Privett's cousin, Wallace.
Yeah?
What kind of plants make my yard better, like young couples got money? All the plants he mentioned have names that sound like sex positions. Cannabis ruderinus and wrote the other one down. Savita Filatus. Anyways, that's what some young dudes are into, I guess. But I ain't no stoner or a grower, except in the bedroom. As for the ladies, see the real miracle grow. I swear to God they do.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tonight on Bob and Tom Television's Animal Channel, it's Miracle Pests, the show that examines the unexplained actions and surprising heroics of the smallest and most maligned of animals, pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondour and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Kuder and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo and, on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
photography.
You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold, sidekick chair.
Hi.
Could I interrupt for just a second?
We know you can.
Pat Godwin currently is
stopping it.
Possessing the #1 comedy album in America.
Well,
All right, congrats,
that
Pat.
must be a snafu paperwork.
What algorithm is that?
That can't
Good job,
be.
Pat.
Algorithm. Algorithm. No, yeah, that's the Stone Cold Truth, Pat. #1. Amazon album comedy chart right now.
Hell yeah, man. Way to go.
The album is called Captured Live. And
like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be on the cover in a cage. Is it too late?
Yeah,
we did. Don't get me started on the cover.
There's Ace Cosby. Hi. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick
Nothing
McGee.
to do with it.
Please,
You're pissed.
please tell me.
No, it's
what
it's a great cover. It's a painting from his brother.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so he's forcing that on us now? Okay. Oh, hey, Pat.
His brother is one of his brothers, a terrific artist.
Well, whatever.
Another one is a very fine chef.
He is indeed.
Maybe we should get your other brher to weigh in on this hot dog controversy.
Yeah, if we were speaking, he could do that.
If you were speaking.
I got one of those too.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
In the multiverse where he gets along with his brothers, maybe we could do that.
Family dysfunction.
Maybe I could call him. Well, I'm glad I brought that up. You know what I need right now?
Why would they speak to you?
Do I ever get to make a request?
You know what? No.
You know what?
It's high time.
Yeah, demands, yes. Requests, no.
No. Yeah.
Then I demand.
Early edition.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What does toast wear to bed?
What does toast wear to bed?
Jammies.
All right. Great. I don't know. It was early and it snuck up on me, but I love that.
I knew it immediately, but I ruined yesterday's by shouting it out, and I didn't want to do that again today.
Well, thank you.
Please challenge me.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. Yesterday, I was walking around my house to get some stuff done, and in my head, I go, Whole Foods. I should have gotten that too. How did I? It's right there. It's right there.
What was the joke again? I don't even remember.
I found a store that sells only bagels and donuts.
Oh, yeah. What do they call it?
Whole Foods.
What?
Bonus.
Bonus. No, it's bonus.
Yeah, I like this new feature.
This email from Ricky starts, hello there.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. What do you think, Wolfman?
Hello there.
Well, hello there to you, Wolfman.
I enjoy the show and typically consider it to be comedic gold.
Oh, Ricky, you're so
that is
nice guy.
Was he
that
listening
is.
yesterday?
Yesterday,
Ricky,
however,
you're so fine. You're so
was
fine.
an exception.
Oh.
Sure.
Between Josh's jokes falling flat and Tom trying to hard sell the idea of his turd dogs, I kept asking myself, what the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, we.
And here's the thing, and Josh
we have a
touched
lot
on
of
this.
that, yeah.
Once again, the dilemma was as follows. It's a nice day. You got the grill going. Charcoal's ready.
Cheer up. It's
You
pretty
grab the
big.
burgers and you realize, I got the cheese for the burgers. I forgot the buns. All I have are hot dog buns. But to see if you have kids, then you got to go, what do? Do we make lengthy burgers and use the hot dog buns? Or do we take the hot dog buns and cut them into a square? And you hand that to a kid, and they, for some reason, they think it's going to taste different. They won't eat it. This is one of those parental dilemmas that makes no sense.
Did they enjoy the burger dogs?
Yeah, again, you've got to kind of convince them this is a hamburger. I know that it makes no sense, but feeding children
kids
is practically impossible.
Right.
Especially if they need
I bet if you took
the infant formula, but that's a different story. And
Oh my
congratulations.
God.
Oh, sorry, it's my fault.
I bet if you took them to a high-quality truck stop, like a Pilot or something, and showed them the burgers on the little round thing there that look like burger dogs.
They'd be all for it, wouldn't
They'd
they?
be all for it. They'd be like, oh, my gosh, Dad, look at that. It's a
Eat this or I'm going to
hamburger.
leave you here.
When's the last time you had a roller dog?
Yeah, I won't eat those.
You don't
want
like
him-
the roller dogs?
You want him to take the little girls in the nice car to the truck stop and go, honey,
Yeah.
these are what the commoners eat?
Yes.
Look at these. They roll.
Can you see that?
There's
And all
nothing
of a,
better than a Pilot burger. Or
then all of a sudden, all the regulars in the convenience store start to circle your father. And, look what we got here. Now, don't hurt the kids. Let them go. Now, come over here, Tom.
When was the last time you were in a truck stop?
Yeah. I stop exclusively at truck stops.
I love them.
Yeah, when I'm on the road.
Customer number 3,
When I'm on
shower
the highway
5 is ready.
Yes.
All the time. I was
Clean
just-
bathrooms.
Yeah. I had got into an argument yesterday with someone.
Well, that's
We were talking about the price of gas, and I referenced that I have to use high test.
Oh.
And
They said, what the hell's
premium.
that?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do you know that term?
Yes.
You do know high test? Okay,
Have they stopped using that? Is that no
we were
longer-
trying to figure out yesterday off the air where does high test stop, and they
it doesn't stop at $5 a gallon.
no, I mean
I can tell you that right
because now it's premium, right? I
Yeah,
guess.
premium.
It's been that way for a while.
And then some, this may vary state to state, I don't know, some places, if you are driving a truck that's got like a 35-gallon tank, you get up to $100 and the pump stops.
Not anymore, because I went 103.69.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know if that's...
right. We're rocking.
I don't know.
Sometimes it varies by credit card.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sometimes different credit cards have
It
different.
was a first for me. I'd never gone over $100.
And then sometimes gas stations have.
Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, you look up and you go, oh, my God.
Hey, glad we stopped that pipeline. Thanks. Okay.
Jeez.
My uncle used to say high test all the time, but I don't know if it was already considered premium then. But that's how I knew it. He always use
High test just sounds like it's more fun. You know?
Here's the thing,
sort of
Tom.
experimental.
Yeah, there's premium. I got premium TV channels, but high test.
Yeah. Like,
Here's
It's
the
like
thing.
it's like AP gasoline.
Dick and I have known this for a long time. Government have cars that run on water just fine, just like gasoline.
ever give them to
No, they won't let us have them.
Hey, fellas, I don't know if you heard this, boys. If you heard this, coming up in the news.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the United States Congress, because they don't have anything to do.
They sure don't. Don't
They,
get me started.
They had a live congressional hearing about UFOs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's about time somebody's
Somebody's got
it.
it. What's it going to take? We look up and we're up to our armpits and weirdo aliens? Is that what's going to take?
Strongest defense is a strong offense.
Now, you probably missed it. I'm sure you guys spent a lot of time watching C-SPAN. It wasn't on C-SPAN. It was on the Sci-Fi Network. But oh, my God. I'm not kidding. They really did have that yesterday. I'm just totally serious.
I thought the UFO and the would break through and you would finally go, because 60 Minutes did a 2 or 3 segments about.
Yeah, I've seen the films.
Former jet pilots.
Yeah,
and
sure.
things
There's
going, we had
something
no
out
idea
there.
what it was. Yeah.
But this one of the theories is that it's other countries' potential weapons, and
That's
who knows?
scarier to me than
Heck yeah, it
UFOs.
I don't know. Remember what Hawking said?
I know.
The aliens show up. They're not here to go, hi, everybody. We just wanted...
We just wanted the baby formula.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're out of it?
We just wanted...
Well, isn't this the United States of America?
Well, I guess we'll blow you up.
Yeah.
You're useless to us.
That's the fun. Mars attacks when they just start... they just start blowing everybody.
And then when you realize they're just chaos-ticians.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It's like a video game for
Yeah.
them. Let's see. Now, where were we? Oh, we were going to apparently start a little bit of a sportscast. But next week apparently Ms. Hooker will come in and she's going to make
Burger dogs?
the burger dogs.
Burger dogs.
I look forward to trying them.
Meat turtles.
Meat turtles. That's right.
And the meat turtle's much more complex.
And-
Lily, do you remember the recipe for the meat turtle?
Yeah, it was a hot dog, and then you form a burger around it, and then you like cut little toes into the end of the hot dogs,
And you
right?
wrap it in bacon?
Yeah, you wrap it in bacon for the shell. It sounds like the smartest invention of all time, I think.
Sounds like America to me.
And she's going to make her 50-50 burgers that are hamburger and...
half ground up bacon, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Make
I have a question
patty
for you.
out of it. And,
Yeah, that I'll have to call my cardiologist.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. You're fine. You got that cow thing in you.
Yeah,
You're
put some salt on that and then call me.
Dad, what buns were you using with the little girls? Were these like traditional ballpark style buns? Because those are pretty small, and that could.
I know. Were they like, what is it? I either like the mini.
Wait a minute. How old are they? What, like 6 and
6
3?
and 9.
6
6 and 9. Okay, so they have if those aren't the right buns, they won't eat. Is that right?
Have you been around little kids?
Well, yeah, but
you don't.
How do you? Well, those aren't ballparks. I'm not eating.
No, it's
Pennington.
Plan B is always cereal.
A hot dog bun's a hot dog bun.
No.
But that.
Oh, I don't
That's
agree
no
with that.
shit. You're so wrong on that.
Well, for a 6 and a 9-year-old, it should be.
See, one of the things you can get now, you can get those little miniature slider buns.
Yes.
Those are great.
That's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, and I suppose you could turn the hot dog buns into mini slider buns.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you've got your daughters doing what you did as a child?
Yes.
And
if you don't want what we're having for dinner,
you can have cereal.
It's cereal.
Ooh.
Did you do that, Will?
That is not how it was in my house.
No.
Me
When I
either.
was
You
a
sat
kid,
there and ate it.
Yeah, you sat there and
when
ate
I was a
it,
kid,
did.
we
You
ate
sat-
spaghetti every night.
That's because I make excellent spaghetti.
You do. It's true. But we have
My dad did most of the cooking when I was a kid, and he goes, "You can eat this, or you can taste blood. It's up to you."
Willie
That's funny. I like
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a good
Yeah, now we're getting to domestic abuse of children.
real card.
Sure.
I was sitting at the table long after dishes were done, many a night.
Yeah, me too.
And is it pronounced Rao? R-A-O, that pasta?
Rayo.
I think it's Rayo
That
or
is,
R-A-O. Or
That's home run stuff, that right there, at your local grocer. Your thoughts, Ace?
Overpriced.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
It's delicious.
Well worth it.
Delicious.
That's good, but
live a little, Ace. I'll get you some. When's your birthday?
No, don't waste it on him.
September.
He doesn't want it.
Monday.
Monday.
That's funny.
That's the funniest thing you do.
The only thing that could have been funnier was Thursday.
Thursday would have been funny.
Now you're talking.
Okay. No, anyone with kids knows that feeding them can be very difficult.
Yeah, but they couldn't. Why are they bun specific? That seems a little bit.
Why are they anything
unreasonable.
specific? No,
I think the problem might be you.
Oh.
The problem is that they have the cereal alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You eliminate that, they're going to start eating what you say.
What you give them.
Tell them what my dad told me. Eat what we got, or you taste blood, kids. Let's go.
Who else was he talking to?
I don't know. well, you think I was a smart aleck? My brother.
He eventually tasted blood.
He didn't make it. He tried to escape 3 times, and then I guess he got away, sort of. Yeah.
Well, if you want to get a hold of us, by the way,
boy, that's great.
Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We would
all
love
get
to hear
away,
from
don't
you.
we?
We'll get a song out of Mr. Godwin, currently with the #1 album on the Amazon album compilation.
Well, talk's cheap.
Speaking of songs, John has written in. He says, "Why didn't Tom mention that the original "Uh-Ohs" on the Spaghettios commercial was sung by Jimmy Rogers?"
I didn't know that. That's why I didn't mention
that
it.
should have been good for a 30-minute tangent, says John.
Honeycomb?
Oh, well, you betcha.
Jimmy Rogers, Honeycomb?
Yeah. Wow. In fact, don't you have it?
I have the spaghetti.
Franco-American Spaghettio. The neat new spaghetti you can eat with a spoon.
The greatest invention since the napkin.
The neat new spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. Uh-oh, Spaghettio.
That's supposed to be Jimmy Rogers?
At some point, it says no. The original "uh-ohs" on the commercial were sung by Jimmy Rogers.
Oh, here's
According
Jimmy
to John.
Rogers in
Mississippi, Jimmy Rogers.
Honeycomb.
Is it for a cereal commercial?
Yeah. They actually used that for Honeycomb?
Oh, yeah. I think it's where they got the name for the cereal.
Because I remember Honeycomb Big. Yeah. It's not small. No.
That was the real song?
yeah.
The cereal.
It took him about 3 seconds to write.
That guy walked away with probably $500,000.
Yeah. Bought a house in the
That was
Hamptons.
a cereal to me.
No way. I
You liked honeycomb?
loved.
Oh.
Still love.
No, she cannot participate in cereal conversation.
I like flaxseed and
Well,
muesli.
now I do. When I was a kid, I ate Cocoa Puffs. and that was my favorite.
Remember the cover of Mueslix? It was like a spoon with it in there, but it just looked like branches. And
No, but it's always, it's
I was
never.
a big Captain Crunch girl.
It's never a picture of the Mueslix. It's a picture of a barn. Because they want to distract you from what you're eating.
I like Sugar
Okay.
Pops.
Spaghettios introduced nationally without test marketing with television advertising using the tagline, "The neat round spaghetti you can eat with a spoon." The jingle, "Uh-oh Spaghettios," sung by Jimmy Rogers, loosely based on his 1950s song, "Uh-oh, I'm Falling in Love Again."
how about that?
There you go. A little bit of Spaghettios knowledge.
I'll be in. There's 45 seconds. I'll never get back.
Well, no, wait a minute. Who read the letter?
I did.
Okay, yeah, that I think it's interesting. I didn't know that.
Sure, yeah. Thought of something.
Are Spaghettios, they're still a big business out there?
Oh, yeah.
They're number one at Ace's house.
I know Ace has them. Okay, yeah.
They got to have the meatballs for Ace, though.
Yeah, I like. Can you get Spaghettios al dente?
It doesn't come like that.
Let me ask you this:
soggy.
Can you buy O-shaped pasta
Ocean
and do
Puffs.
your own Spaghettios?
Boy, if not,
You can
why
buy
not?
alphabets. I know that.
You can?
You can buy alphabet pasta?
Like make your own alphabet soup?
Yep.
And spell stuff?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, look, I got Wordle.
Christy, aren't the Annie's pastas?
They're shells. The ones I have are shells.
I think they have some shapes too. I think.
And, of course, we had gotten into a huge argument earlier, I guess it was last year, about that great new pasta that's designed to hold the sauce better.
Right.
Yeah,
and you said
forget that.
It was good, yeah.
It was good, but
Different
oh my
tasting
Lord.
pastas, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
How long does that, is there a date on that Spaghettios? How long it lasts?
It just says will last longer than you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Recommended date.
Oh, sure, yeah.
2080.
That the stuff in a can, man. That's like, yeah. 2080. June 2080.
Okay.
October 22.
What?
Oh, so it's only good for a few more months?
Well, you
then,
must have had that for a while, though.
Yeah, there's a chance he bought that in 95.
Yeah.
Mark the calendar.
There's a very good chance he bought it in 95. Hey, speaking of...
It's got a picture of Ken Griffey Jr. on it.
Speaking of sports, Jimmy Butler, they call him Jimmy Buckets. He had 41 in the Miami Heat. It's not the humidity, Tom, it's the heat. They turned things around with a huge third quarter on the way to beating the shorthanded Celtics 118-107 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals in Miami last night. And who was it? Jason Tatum. After the game, he was saying, I don't want to make excuses, but we didn't have Marcus Smart. We didn't have Al Horford. Well, that's an excuse that you're trying to make, Marcus, all right? And also, you know, last night for the Heat, the Butler did it.
I love it.
Huh? Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
What are you reading? Are you Agatha Christie?
He's
over there?
reading about Spaghettios.
Something interesting.
Hey, the NHL playoffs are going on. We'll have a result. Josh is a little bit dismayed, but I'm sure the Blues will come back, and other sports coming up, including a couple world records.
Did you find out what game you want to go to yet?
I just don't think it's going to happen, but I really appreciate the offer.
Okay. All right.
They're only down 1-0. It was the first game.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. The scheduling, and there's always some weird stunt Tom insists we do that goes along with it. I just don't want your damn gift.
Too many strings attached.
Yes. There's always something.
What strings were attached last time? I bought tickets for you and your brothers to go to a hockey game.
Yeah,
and then you made them dance like monkeys on a string. Okay, you know you did. This smacks of you.
There's this new TikTok thing called the Hershey's Challenge. You have to cover yourself in chocolate syrup and dive onto the ice.
Different Hershey.
You have to go without shorts.
Like in the Mike Myers thing, make them kiss their own star. How about that?
Okay, right now, we got to move forward here. We have Christy Lee, of course, over there at the news desk, and Christy's been telling me about something called Goodrx. We do get love letters about Goodrx all the time because it's amazing. It's a free app. The idea is to knock the price down of those prescription drugs, sometimes as much as 80%. This is from Chris. He goes, my name is Chris. Listen to your show every morning. Absolutely enjoy every second of it. You advertise for Goodrx. I wanted to give you some information. My medication, $600 a month. With insurance, it dropped to $300. With Goodrx, I only pay $74. Goodrx is a lifesaver. Tell me more, Christy.
Yes, and Goodrx is free and easy to use and works whether you do or do not have insurance. And even if you have insurance, guess what? Goodrx might actually be your copay price. Doesn't hurt to check goodrx.com/Tom online. From there, you'll find prescription savings at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide, like Walgreens, Vons, Kroger, CVS, Walmart, and more. You'd like to save up to 80%, wouldn't you? I thought so. So for simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check out GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Tom. That's goodrx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance. In 2021, GoodRx users saved an average of 81% on retail prescription prices.
Oh, thank you very much, Gordon.
You're very welcome.
When we come back, we have interesting things from the world of sports, including the world's oldest man, as declared by the... what's that? It's ticking. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Don't forget, you can always watch the Bob and Tom Show for free. It's at bobandtom.com/live. Maybe you'd like to watch the show with your family while you're having your breakfast or in your smart TV there in the living room. Maybe you're at work and you'd like to bring us up on the computer and listen while you're at work. Sure, we won't tell your boss. bobandtom.com/live if you'd like to watch while you listen or listen while you watch. We don't judge. For those of you that want to continue to listen while you listen here all morning long right here. Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. For many South Koreans, the former presidential palace in Seoul was a little visited, heavily secured mountainside landmark. That's now changed as thousands have been allowed to look inside for the first time in 74 years. The Blue House, whose name in Korean means building with blue roof tiles, opened its gates to the public earlier this month to mark the new South Korean president's official inauguration. Officials are allowing a maximum of 39,000 people a day to visit. The opening part of new South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's pledge to abandon the palace and establish his offices at the Defense Ministry compound in the Yongsan district, about 3 miles away. A NASA spacecraft on Mars is losing power and headed for a dusty demise. The InSight lander has just a couple more months of science work before succumbing to the Martian dust on its solar panels. NASA said Tuesday it will keep using the spacecraft's seismometer to detect Mars quakes until the power peters out. Officials expect operations to cease in July, almost 4 years after InSight's arrival in Mars. Or at Mars, I should say. InSight, one of 3 NASA spacecraft operating on the Martian surface, rovers Curiosity and Perseverance still going strong thanks to nuclear power. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and
I
Tom.
already got a letter from some guy. I always make my pasta on the grill. I take
How long would it take the water to boil?
If you've never made spaghetti on the grill, you're missing it. Okay.
We should make a fake video how to make spaghetti on a grill.
You soak your noodles in beer overnight.
Remember, when you put the spaghetti on the grill, you got to put it crossways
Don't fall through the holes.
to the grid, or it falls
That
through.
was my problem, Rich. I was doing it vertically.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah?
We've got an X-rated movie coming up where I think you're perfect for it. Give me a call.
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Oh, no! Bono?
Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Oh, why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called.
You mean he heard you doing your Bono and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium, or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very, and he and I met him, and I'm in the the stadium doorway, and he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth, and it was just him and I and one other person, and he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses, and he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me, and I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm like going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. They got everything just confused.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee manning the news desk.
Whatever.
There's...
Wait a minute.
Dang.
Pat Godwin.
What?
You giving up all hope already?
I'm just tired, man. I had to sleep in my guest room. It's awful.
You know what you need? Are you hungry? You need something to eat?
I'm a little hungry. I'm hungry.
I have a recording of that from yesterday.
Oh, really?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Excellent.
Bravo. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to hear that about 1 million times? People are going to love that.
That's very good.
I love Paul Revere and the Raiders. Underrated.
Nope, they're rated.
Of course,
right.
Paul Revere with that great organ looked like the front of an Edsel.
All about the music.
Very gimmicky.
Mark
organ
Lindsay,
looks
that's
like
where
a
I fell in
cord.
love with long hair on a man.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He had rocked one of the first ponytails.
Sure he did.
How do you feel about Mark's solo work?
It's good.
Really?
Indian Reservation.
Silverbird?
Yeah, not bad.
Are you aware of Silverbird?
I recall. I believe it's a song about an aeroplane. Is that
Silverbird?
I see.
Take me away, Silverbird.
As Christy was saying, did you order something? I sent Mark out to Starbucks.
I did.
Okay, because...
I'm hungry.
Okay, very nice. That is good. Thank you, Dean. Good stuff, Dean. Okay, let's
And
see.
it was revealed today that evidently Jimmy Rogers, he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame, is he not? I mean, he's an amazing artist. He is singing this Spaghettios.
Right, fellow American, Spaghettio. The neat new spaghetti you can eat with a spoon.
The greatest invention since the napkin.
The neat new spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. Oh, Spaghettio.
Oh, yeah.
Which is based on this Jimmy Rogers song.
I'm not playing this.
Jimmy, get out. Jimmy, get out.
There's the...
You're embarrassing yourself.
I'd rather talk about Jimmy Johnson right now.
Why is that?
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Got the Indy 500 coming up. Special edition of the Bob and Tom Show coming up in a couple of Fridays.
I know this is weird, but Jimmy Johnson is more attractive to me now than he was 10 years ago.
Not weird at all.
He looks great, and I'm not a beard guy.
Yeah, but he's now age appropriate.
Well, not about that, but I mean, he's very handsome. Jimmy, if you're listening, you've grown into a very handsome man.
He's a handsome kid. He's looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, he's always a handsome kid, but he's just really...
We were talking about something in sports that I...
NHL playoffs last night in the Battle of Florida. Tampa Bay beat the Panthers by a score of 4-1. And in overtime, Colorado, the Lanch, they beat the Blues by a score of 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, they were,
That was great.
They outshot the Blues like 54-25.
But,
insane.
What's his name? Bennington has 51 saves.
He's incredible.
That's
he's
a hell of a goalie.
Amazing. Yeah. See, that's what the NHL playoffs are all about, Tom. A goalie who gets hot, a team who rallies around, let's say.
It's about
I'm pretty sure that's
about
it.
winning.
And Gloria.
Fellas,
from,
what we're going to do today is
Laura Branigan, the next thing you know.
Don't mind me, I'm hungry.
Jack, Christy really is eating.
Christy's eating.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Thank you, Paul Revere. Where were we?
St. Louis Blues.
Hey.
Jimmy Rogers, by the way.
St. Louis Blues. That Avalanche team is good, man. Blues have their work cut out for them. But they can do it.
How do you feel about the term the Lanch for the Colorado Avalanche?
I kind of like it.
Because they have the Pens, the Sens, the, what else do we have?
Seems forced to me.
The Ning, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They call them the Nings.
The Bolts.
They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want.
Seems a little forced.
Means he hates
It's not
it.
going to make me get interested in something this
All
boring.
about those Sellies.
Yeah, that's right.
The what?
Sellies,
man.
Who are they?
That's what hockey's all about. The Sellies.
They want to win that
Celebrations, baby.
They want to win that boat, man.
That's how hockey talk. That's all it is. It's like shortening a word, then adding a Y.
Sandos, Sellies. We want to win the boat, the championship.
Bore. They dropped the ing.
Yeah, nothing boring about it. Nothing boring.
No. Cleveland Guardians. Baseball manager Terry Francona is missing his fourth consecutive game. He missed it last night after testing positive for COVID. Consequently, the Reds beat the Indians without Guardians without their manager. And Tiger Woods says he cares about majors and legacies. He made that point at the PGA Championship while delivering a sharp rebuttal of Phil Mickelson. Lefty not defending his PGA title at Southern Hills this weekend. He hasn't played competitively in 3 months since his explosive comments exposed his support of Saudi-funded rival, the Live Golf League.
I like the word exposed.
Live Golf League.
He admitted it.
Woods says he supports the PGA Tour and that Mickelson has a different view on how golf should be run. I hope he takes a long walk off a short pier, Tiger said. And another
I don't think he said that. I don't think he said that.
You don't think that old? No. That old? Tiger's a classic. You know he is. And hey, look at this. Speaking of goats, Tom Brady will be on the hot seat. That's right. This time during a Netflix roast. Netflix announced the 7-time Super Bowl champion, best quarterback of all time, will be featured in a series of upcoming specials called Greatest Roasts of All Time. That's right. They're calling those Tom the Groats. G-R-O.
That's attractive. Doesn't that sound like a disease?
Yeah.
You know,
he got the groats.
First he got the GERD, then he got the gout. Now he's got the groats.
Yike.
Remember Dick Groat? Baseball player for the New York Mets?
Yeah, every time you'd mention Dick Groat, you'd say, "Oh dear."
No,
he's got plenty of penicillin.
You kind of bend over like somebody's going to hit you in the nuts. Dick Groat. Oh, gee. More sports coming up, including we had a NFL player on Instagram practicing, for lack of a better term, showing off, if you will, and he injures himself live on Instagram. So that's fun. PGA, a player's upset about the high prices of, well, I'll tell you what he's upset about when we come back.
Okay.
Tea times.
Parking.
The caddies. Good Lord.
The hookers. What do they call golf groupies?
I don't know.
Shaft lovers?
Shaft lovers?
You know something? I'll bet you're right, because it's like the ning. It's so natural.
The slicing hookers.
Hey, after the match today, I saw some shaft lovers hovering near the 19th hole.
Did you see the shaft lovers down there by the green?
I believe they call them putty.
Because you've got your baseball anties.
Right.
We'll have to find out. Does every professional sport have a nickname for its groupies?
Badge bunnies? No, that's for police.
It's puck bunnies, isn't it?
Putt bunnies?
Yeah.
Puck bunnies. That's right, for NHL players.
It really is puck bunnies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunnies or buddies?
Bun.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, no, because puck buddies is a lot funnier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's your puck buddy, isn't it? The reason that's funny is
I can't. I cheated death earlier this week. I can't say it.
Coming up, we have what is a meat turtle and UFOs in the United States Congress yesterday. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, Mark, what can you do about extra Bob and Tom show content? Well, I can tell you a couple different things you can do. One, you can go to bobandtom.com. Lots of fun videos you can click on. Pat Godwin singing songs, Ace Cosby telling jokes, the Bob and Tom show puppet, Smack Tom, all at bobandtom.com. You can go to our Bob and Tom YouTube channel and climb into that wormhole. It's free to subscribe. Over 100,000 other fans of the Bob and Tom show from around the world tune in to our Bob and Tom YouTube channel. You can also watch Bob and Tom Tonight, and the Bob and Tom Show podcast can be downloaded for free as well. bobandtom.com/podcast. Now, I just gave you 3 things to do that are all free, all available right there on your phone or on the internet or both. And I don't want to hear any complaints from you people. You got it? All right. Carry on. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom News Desk. U.S. regulators have authorized a COVID-19 booster for healthy 5 to 11-year-olds, another step to try to head off a new spread of the coronavirus. This new authorization will give an extra dose to the youngest set of vaccine getters. Already, those 12 and older are free to get a booster for the best protection against variants, and those of us over 50 are authorized to get a second booster, bringing the total vaccine regimen for that group to 4. Elon Musk boasted that acquiring the social media site Twitter would let him purge the site of annoying spam bots. But now he says there may be too many of these bots to let his $44 billion deal stand. It's one of the several public gripes Musk has made since offering to buy Twitter. Experts wonder if it's a ploy for Elon to back out of the deal or to get it at a cheaper price. And a 30-year-old white rhino at Walt Disney World has been fitted with a fitness tracker to see how active she is on any given day. It monitors the number of steps and whether those steps involve walking or running. It also monitors when she naps and what parts of the man-made savanna she prefers. The white rhino's name is Helen, and this is all part of a large research project to learn the best way to care for rhinos at their facilities. If Helen tolerates the device well, other rhinos at Disney's Animal Kingdom will wear them as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Most unfair thing about life is the way it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a death. What's that, a bonus?
No.
Life is tough. It should be reversed. You die first. Get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you live in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a gold watch. You go to work. You work for 40 years till you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. Go to college. You do drugs, alcohol. You party. You get ready for high school. Go to school. You become a kid. You play. You have no responsibilities. Become a little baby. Go back into the womb. Spend your last 9 months floating. You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo.
That's perfect. Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's the voice of Chris Porter. I knew he'd weigh in with something important. Chris Porter, comedian. Now, do you get back to Kansas City often? Are you?
I get back to Kansas City. I was back last April for a wedding. And through a bunch of weird experiences, I've become friends with Justin Verlander. He's a pitcher for the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
At the time he was pitching for the Tigers, they were in town playing the Royals, but they had a night off, so he and I went out and had a couple of drinks. And he said, no, watch this. He calls the waiter over. He goes, who's that chick? And he goes, well, I don't know who the chick is, but everyone at that table's Mumford & Sons. He sends them a bottle. They come over. Turns out it's not Mumford & Sons. It's just Ann's Sons.
Oh.
Mumford wasn't there. I don't know where he was. I assume he was back at the hotel writing a song that at some point goes,
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joe, Steve, Bill.
Susan.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
He's giving up.
You know, in your effort to be correct, you're making it worse. Has anyone ever told you that?
It's a hard world to live in these days.
When is it?
It's hard to speak the English language without someone being offended.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
You still hungry? Or you have a sandwich?
No, I had a sandwich. I'm good.
Yeah, Sando. She slammed that Sando.
Slamming Sando.
Maybe they call it. Maybe our golf groupies called Sandos.
Sandhose?
Sandhose, maybe.
Wow. You know what? Doing the sand traps.
There's Pat Godwin in his Henry Blake shirt over there in the performance room.
Sign that, Radar.
That's right. There's Josh Arnold, sidekick chair.
Hello. Bogey bunnies.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, tired. One of my dogs is sick. There's Tom.
Okay,
Australian Shepherd, Ruby.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Is your dog taking medication right now?
Yes, and that's why I'm telling you this, because if you can give an Australian Shepherd about 40 pounds an antibiotic twice a day, you are automatically a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, my dog can do a trick.
Yeah.
You can take a pill, hide it in ground filet mignon, roast beef, whatever, and somehow she can
chew up the steak,
and then spit out the pill.
You don't have pill pockets?
It's an art form. What's a pill pocket?
Oh, they're these great little things that come and you stick the pill in the center of it and you give it to them as a treat.
I do more of a thing where I tilt her head back and heave it down her throat.
All right.
I had to pry her jaws open, and she's never this way, but it just because she's sick.
Would you like me to bring you some pill pockets?
Well, no, and then I dunk it in peanut butter. Pat knows about my dog peanut butter.
Yeah.
And,
There's hairs in it for some
right down the hatch.
I see. Now, a couple quick things.
She's going to be fine, though. Thanks for asking.
No, good. Yeah, it's
What
great.
an unfeeling jerk. I didn't say prick. I said jerk.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I'm glad your dog is doing well. Mine is doing okay.
No one asked about yours.
No, I was discussing the art form of giving a dog a pill. Mr. Godwin, I can't help but notice your name at the top of the list here. Oh, that's the wrong list. That's the pawn shop. Well, here's the list. The Amazon album, comedy album.
Not the country list.
I blame you for this. It's not country.
That's my fault.
It's not country comedy.
No,
it isn't.
It's male artists and female artists.
I guess it's time. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. North America. All the ships at sea.
It's the Captured Live album, #1 in the USA. Pat, congratulations. A little bit of Pat. Wait a minute.
Artwork's fun.
Speaking of capturing things live, am I correct in saying Cacciatore's Ilion, New York, is where you're going to be finding Willie G and Josh Arnold this Saturday?
That's right.
I just hope that the first show Saturday night, you two are not speaking. I can't imagine.
Are you doing two shows?
Got 2 shows?
Nope, we've just got the one.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say.
But we will not be speaking. We're going to have fun.
I can't wait.
Okay, well,
Josh, you're going to be so excited. I got the oral history of the band Blink-182 on CD.
Oh, there you
We
go.
can listen to it on the way up and discuss it on the way down.
I've seen them live twice. I think you picked the wrong. I'm fine with it.
Oh, really? My goodness, I'll think of another one.
Speaking of traveling, we have this question. Last week, Josh mentioned the restaurant called Pizza Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Philip writes, I am a long-haul trucker. I can testify they have the best fried chicken on earth. And
Very good.
Yeah, so we should just do this list of restaurants that maybe many of us haven't been to, because you've got the Throwed Rolls place.
Yeah, Lambert's. Home of the Throwed Rolls.
So if you're ever near one, and once again they heave the rolls at you.
And
yes,
there are 2 or 3 right now.
Yeah, there are 3.
You could just do a food road trip.
This is the kind of thing where see this before it's made illegal.
Yeah,
because you know it's going to be.
Oh, somebody's going to complain they got assaulted by a roll.
Yeah, they'll have some lawyer like, I got a roll in the eye and ruined my
what
life.
happens if some poor lady gets a roll in the eye?
Well, there was a lawsuit.
Yes.
When they were Lambert's Home of the Throwed Soup.
Yeah.
They decided.
Yeah. What kind of loser?
People stand in the line with their
miss a
ladles.
bowl of soup. Now, speaking of throwing things, Christy once threw a coffee table at a guy.
It wasn't a very good coffee table, by the way.
Of course, yeah. You have standards.
Was that
No, I'm not
angry
very-
spouse strength? Is that what they call
Yes, it was the first one.
But I bet you have heavier coffee tables than that, by the way.
Now I do.
Yeah,
Back
sure.
then I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
I was
but, it's
poor.
because Christy now she's healthy because she eats properly.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Hungry through and true.
Yes.
I think is what the
You know
boys
what,
are saying.
Tom?
I thought it was through and through.
I'm hungry for another helping of. Normally, I wouldn't do this.
What? Sure.
Of the A's Cosby joke of the day. The reason I am is because the last 2 I have gotten.
Oh, okay.
Immediately, and I asked him to challenge me. Have you accepted this challenge?
You know I'm ready.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I got a mouse. I named it Elvis.
Oh, yeah?
It's caught in a trap and it can't walk out.
Thank you, Ace.
Willie, it's a song. I'm caught in a trap. Suspicious.
That one was almost exhilarating
Because
because you
I
didn't
love
know if he was going to make a mistake and you were cheering for him.
Yes. That was the joke of the day by Omaha Steaks. Spring is here. Grilling season has arrived. Visit omahasteaks.com today. Type BTS in the search bar. Order the Omaha Steaks Spring Grilling Pack right now. Thank you, Ace.
Oh, that was nice.
Thank you,
Ace.
Omaha
That was
Steaks.
nice. Speaking of, we were talking a little bit of golf earlier in the show. I cannot find in the few minutes I've been trying to research this if there is a specific nickname for golf groupies.
So no bogey bunnies. You don't like that.
It's holes.
Buddy, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like something with trap in it. I think that's, you had mentioned sand hose earlier, but
I got one I can't say.
Yeah, me too. I bet it's the same one, Christy. Yep.
May I say it?
No, you can't. Don't say that
No,
word.
I won't say it.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to shout out the word. Oh.
So baseball groupie, are they even still called baseball Annies, or is that?
I don't know. Probably not. That was quite a while ago.
But just the NBA, obviously they have groupies. I'm just curious if there is a.
I think the NBAs are called Kardashians.
Nice. Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You should be writing for Fallon.
Yes. And a group of them is a Kardashian of slurpers. I mean,
slurpers.
Of groupie. No, wait a minute.
That's just rude.
Yeah.
Comedy has groupies, but you can't say that on the air.
Yeah, no, that's a
chuckle.
Yeah, chuckle.
Pat, have you ever had a situation in which? Thank you for laughing, Ace. Have you ever had a situation in which after you got off stage, you got off stage?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
It's you're so funny.
Yeah. Usually they have chocolate around their mouth. My groupies.
Chocolate?
So those are chocolate chuckled.
I don't get it either,
No,
Christy.
I don't get it either.
You were very good.
What's the problem? Pat's an adult. The woman, whoever it was an adult.
No,
Yeah,
I don't have any
nothing wrong with
problem
that at all.
They both like grapes and Miller Lite beer. What's the problem?
Where's the chocolate coming? Well, if someone knows the names of these sports groupies, please, by all means, let me know. I would love to hear what they are. In the meantime, we return to the sports page. Is that correct?
Former Chicago Bears running back Tarek Cohen suffered an injury during a live streamed workout.
Oh, no.
Cohen grabbed the back of his leg after going down. Oh, it sounds like a hamstring.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second. I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's right.
In the later days, he would have. There was a guy on stage that would do some of the high notes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I thought he had a
Elvis
carving station
would
on
open his
stage.
mouth again. He would go.
No kidding.
And the guy behind him would be doing the high ones. That's what they say.
Right.
That's such a nice guitar on this.
Yeah, it's a good tune.
Don't you like the sound, Pat?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that is just so clean. Oh, God, that sounds great. That, Willie, is the origin of Ace's joke, which I think is a fine joke, Ace. Thank you very much. And you stumped our new host of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, Josh Arnold.
Hardly a new host, just a fan, and I want to be.
And I changed that other joke to foods without a middle.
Anyway, we'll have more sports coming up.
But right now,
I won't be interrupted to recap an Ace Cosby joke. How insulting.
Foods without a medal?
Well, we'll find out about this guy that apparently was live streaming his exercise.
No, we can't get the magic back. We had it.
The Narcissist channel. How was it to get home today and have a nice package waiting for you from Bespoke Post? It's called the Box of Awesome. Christy, tell me more.
That's right. Bespoke Post gets together with small businesses and brands you may not have heard of to bring you the most unique goods every month. And no matter what you've got going on this summer, Box of Awesome probably has you covered. Camping gear, beach day, travels, must-haves. Box of Awesome arrives at your door once a month and has everything you need. Some of their boxes include...
Well, they include something called The Weekender. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It says here, do not sing. The Weekender. Willie, you have this.
Yes.
The wonderful weekend bag
It's
that
the
features...
perfect bag for like a 3 to 5 day trip.
This is why I joined Bespoke Post, the Box of Awesome.
That's right.
I saw Willie's bag, and I saw I got to get in on that.
Oh, it's awesome. It features metal hardware, reinforced frame, and quality leather straps. It's a terrific...
So I went to boxofawesome.com. I took their quiz, and now they send me little nuggets, little trinkets once a month that I look forward to in the quiet and peace of mind of my compound.
Yes.
Where people aren't interrupting.
Why are you looking at me?
Recapping a joke, things like that. Well, I'm trying to tell you. With each Box of Awesome, you're supporting small businesses, and now get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. And enter the code Bob and Tom at checkout. Please do that. Show us some love. That's boxofawesome.com. Code Bob and Tom for 20% off your first box.
Thank you very much. I think I know what golf groupies are called. I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
Ball washers.
Oh.
No. You ever climb up on one of those things, Chrissy?
Why would she? What?
No, I haven't.
You know something? Good point. Some of those gals in the LPGA. Never mind. Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good hump day to you. I'm Mark Allison. May 18th, Jessica Alsman, Allie Breen on the way. We call Jessica Scorched Earth. We call Allie Breen. Her segment, Dear Allie, Tom calls it Sexy Time. We talk about your relationship questions. And boy, you do have a lot of questions, and you don't hold back on those. So we'll be covering those. We've been thinking about calling the show Break Up, but for now, it's Dear Allie, or as like Tom calls it, Sexy Time. All on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jimmy Butler scored 41 points. The Miami Heat turned things around with a huge third quarter on the way to beating the shorthanded Celtics 118-107 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals last night in Miami. Major League Baseball, Guardians manager Terry Francona missed his fourth consecutive game last night after testing positive for COVID last week. Francona and most of his coaching staff forced a return from the team's trip to Chicago and Minnesota. After an outbreak in Cleveland's clubhouse, the Guardians lose last night to Cincinnati by a score of 5-4. American League winners, the White Sox, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Kansas City, the Yankees, Houston, Texas, and Oakland. In the National League, the Mets and the Cardinals split a doubleheader, and the Dodgers beat Arizona twice. San Diego, Miami, the Cubs, Atlanta, and San Francisco also winning. NHL playoffs last night. Colorado beat St. Louis in overtime 3-2. And Tampa Bay beat Florida by a score of 4-1. I'm Chick McGee, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors, and I'll show you my... Take a test drive, and I'll also let you see my...
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey, guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my... and my... I'll let you in the... And after that, you're in the...
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they...
That's very funny. Oh, that's
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The minivans
go
that
home.
they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott done, ladies and
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, Mike, we don't really know much about you.
I think my favorite show right now is The Osbournes. On MTV. I feel that's the greatest. Because I was always a big Ozzy fan, like back in the day or whatever.
Black Sabbath?
Sure, yeah, all the Sabbath albums. But then the show comes out and you see him, when he's, shuffling around and yelling at his kids just like every other dad, well, it's a little different, Listen, man, Jack, you got to get the trash on the curb by 9 in the morning, man. We'll just sit there, till the next time, the trash people come around. I can't have trash sitting around. He's yelling about trash, man. I can't deal with this,
He's the Prince of Darkness.
I know, yeah. It's like, it's just like, I spent all day cutting out these coupons, man. I'm not spending $5 on, freaking grape nuts,
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. Did you ever take your pants off on stage, Greg?
No.
Good call.
I used to do that on what's it called? Casual Friday when I had a job. And then they kicked me out. They let me keep my seat. My chair.
Don't you have people giving you tours of offices and things?
I never liked the tourist chick.
No.
You know that.
No, I know.
They walk around the office. They throw in the little small talk. Oh, this is Janice. She's hard to keep up with. Yeah, she's hard to look at. Let's keep walking. She's making me sick. This is Larry. He's an original. You got that right. I've never seen a toupee with dandruff. Get me out of here. Hey, Larry, your pants waterproof? That shirt's a real pisser. Hey, how are you? I'm the new guy. Hey. Nice shoes. What'd you bowl? Hey, Larry, I'm the new guy. That's a great suit. Do they make it for men? Hey, how are you?
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, no, you're not.
Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin at the performance room.
You mean the #1 comedy album in America, Pat Godwin?
Ooh, that's right.
It's called Captured Live.
No, sorry.
Can't those polls be manipulated?
Yes, that's the only way it could happen.
Come on, we're busting balls. It's what we do, right, Josh?
Hey, yeah, you got to relax.
That's right. There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Chapping your chops.
I'm Chick McGee, and earlier in the week, we found out that Tom likes to, I think this was last week, actually, keep cups over there. He says there's an ice machine way in the back now, so he fills different cups up with ice, and he has several different liquids going at the same time. So,
I have,
so real quick, how many cups you got going right now?
Only 3.
Only 3.
How many stir sticks do you have
Lemon
in your
ginger
hand?
tea,
I don't.
Oh, very pretty.
You have any old salmon over there like last week?
Salmon tea?
Oh, that was a good one.
No, and then this was a protein box, and as you can see, I eat the apples.
You don't eat the skin.
Don't eat the skin because I'm on the air and it gets stuck in your teeth.
That's
okay. I was wondering why you didn't eat the skin.
But I don't put them in the wastebasket here because I never put any food.
Oh, you'll get fruit flies and whatnot.
Wastebasket because it'll be sitting here for the rest of the week and it'll stink up the room.
But what your apples look like orange rinds, the way you would eat an orange, and have the leftovers.
I would ordinarily eat them, but when you're on the air, those things get.
So is that from this morning?
Yeah. I just ate a little snack.
All right. I thought it was like from earlier in the week.
Fresh apple.
Just sitting there.
Delicious.
Hold your tongue and say fresh apple.
Why?
Okay.
You know?
Well, you can wait a minute. You can't do that.
Why don't you have an apple peeler on staff? Where
don't you have an apple
he or she could peel those apples for you there, Psycho, and you could right down the hatch.
Yeah, peel me a grape. That reminds me, coming up, it's going to be sexy time. With Allie Breen, I'm very excited about
People really hate that.
We will...
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny!
Hey, shooter, we just landed. I'm in LAS, just got in from ORD through JX. Only here for a hot minute. I've got to be in the Sky Club at CLT for a huge webinar today.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure who's in charge of the routing and corporate, but Gina, get your resume ready. I know to get back to her. Well, I shouldn't assume it's her resume. It could be she/he/they/them. Did I do that right, Willie?
Yeah, you're doing a great job there.
I know. Yeah, last week I took an involuntary 40-hour course on, I don't know, it's called social sensitivity, something like that. All I know is the chick who ran this shindig was super hot.
Yeah.
I said, hey, Toots, I want to sign up for next year's right now after seeing those runway legs. Anywho, I got a 3-hour layover here in Vegas, which means it's long enough to run some numbers and take a nap, but not long enough to do some research for Josh at the Bunny Ranch. Rain check on that bad boy. I had to call you guys today about that Zone 4 passenger that climbed out on the wing last week. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, Chicago was taxiing to the gate. He jumped out of the plane.
I mean, my God, I know nobody wants to work anymore, but whatever happened to all the sky marshals? Were them on break when this went down? I know. I say, we need marshals more than ever. That or we need to start arming these sky hags with tasers. God knows there's already a 7-day waiting period on my Fresca. I know. Maybe I'll just mosey out on the wing and get it myself, Connie. And while you're at it, grab me a fresh apple. Hey, listen, let's reload for tomorrow. We just landed.
Yeah, Connie.
A 7-day waiting period on his Fresca. Oh, thank you very much. Kenny Tarmac.
Fresh apple.
Did you see that story?
Yeah, authorities in Chicago are saying a man opened the emergency exit of a United Airlines jet, walked onto the wing of the plane as it taxied at O'Hare International Airport.
I don't blame this man. If you've ever flown into O'Hare, you know you taxi for about 75 minutes.
You do land in Wisconsin and then drive to O'Hare.
Yeah, you don't get out of the plane, okay?
Chicago police said the incident occurred in early May at about 4:31 a.m. when the jet was approaching the gate at Terminal 1.
There must be a way and a reason that those hatches aren't automatically locked. So I'll have to ask my daughter, but wouldn't it seem like they would be locked and you couldn't get them unlocked?
No, it's an emergency exit.
Well, I know, but there must be some way to...
No, you can't do that. What if the plane were to catch fire?
Right, and it was locked.
Get out.
Well...
After walking out onto the plane's wing, the man allegedly jumped onto the tarmac and attempted to guide the aircraft to the gate.
Hilarious.
I want you to put two things together.
Okay.
It's 4-something a.m.
4:30 in the morning.
And he's trying to guide the plane while standing on the tarmac.
Yeah, members of the
does
crew.
Does this mean anything to you, possibly?
Comedically, it's wonderful. He's intoxicated, of course, yes.
I bet, man, that's not a short drop from a wing to the tarmac.
Not at all. A 57-year-old California man was taken into custody and charged with reckless conduct.
Willie, your thoughts? He's 57.
What's going on with those knees after that fall?
Got a broken ankle written all over it.
Wait a minute. Aren't you old enough to know better?
Sure you are.
But I couldn't resist jumping out of the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look on the left side of the plane, you'll see the reason you're all going to miss your connections, because now it's going to become a crime scene. Oh, God.
Well, he did it at 4:30 a.m. That's better than 4:30.
The only reason to do that would be if the lady sitting next to you suddenly started watching Bridgerton on her laptop, or as I call it, The Way We Weren't.
Hey, come on.
Have you watched Bridgerton at all?
No.
The way we weren't funnier than anyone.
But you'll sit through Hamilton. That's okay.
I'm your attorney. I'll handle
Wait
this.
a minute.
He knows what he likes and what he doesn't like.
Thank
and
you.
He can spot it from a mile away. He hates Bridgerton.
But he sat through Hamilton.
Christy,
and that's not correct.
This is that lack of integrity we've been talking about.
Thank you, Willie. My son.
Bridgerton is really good.
It's Shonda Rhimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, thanks.
Shonda's got the hookup.
Shonda, let her do whatever she wants to do with TV. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, man. She's bringing mediocrity to a whole new level, isn't she?
Let's rewrite history. And,
I was so deep. I was so deep into Scandal, I was ashamed.
I bet I'd like it too.
Oh, man.
It's really it's fun.
Olivia Pope.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my daughter...
There's nudity.
My daughter, who was a flight attendant for 2 years in the air, she said the hardest thing about was, of course, the mask thing. But then she said during training, you have to jump on that inflatable slide. Mm-hmm. But you can't...
You can't say, wee!
No, you can't. It's more or less jumping out into air and then landing on this inflatable slide and sliding down.
So you can't sit down and scoot on.
No, you can't.
It's that leap of faith.
That leap, and you have to cross your hands in front across your chest.
Nope.
It was so this guy jumped that distance and didn't land on a slide.
No.
He's out of his mind.
There's someone on the wing.
It's the Twilight Zone.
We have to keep track of your impressions. That's all there is to it.
Oh, that was no good, but I appreciate
that was really good. I like that one.
Putting the Shad in Shatner.
In more sports.
Oh, are we still doing sports?
Former Chicago Bears running back Tarek Cohen suffered an injury during a live-streamed workout. He grabbed the back of his leg. He went down during the workout, shared on his Instagram account.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Now a free agent, Cohen had played 3 full seasons with the Bears. Bear down, but made it to only 3 games in 2021 before tearing his knee ligaments. He missed the rest of the season, subsequently released by the Bears.
So is he doing this live stream so that coaches can see that he's okay, theoretically?
Yes. Who is it? The quarterback for the Saints, and I'm blanking on his name.
Priest?
Oh, who is that?
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. He there was a question about whether he was coming back or not. He put hundreds of workout videos up on his Instagram. He had the rope thing where you do this with the rope.
Maybe this guy should have live streamed some stretching.
Could have been an idea that he might have entered.
I think Jameis will get, he'll do just fine because Winston feels good, like a football player should.
Don't Mark Fred Flintstone, one of his impressions.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah. You know, Bon.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. A little higher. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Anyone?
Hey, Bon, I bet he's looking pretty good.
Hey, here's a tip for you. Anybody planning to drink at this week's PGA Championship in Tulsa?
Yeah?
Should brace themselves because they'll be on Tulsa time.
Living on Tulsa time. You probably don't know that song either, do you, Willie?
I mean, of course not, you guys.
Alcohol prices at Southern Hills are so high.
How high are they?
Prompted former PGA Championship winner Justin Thomas to speak out about it. He's upset. He wrote on Twitter Monday night, $18 for a beer. Where am I? Busch Stadium in St. Louis?
See, I don't know. I mean, look, a lot of stadiums have overpriced beer.
$18 for a beer. What? Got to treat the fans better than that. According to a photo circulating on Twitter, a Michelob Ultra will indeed set spectators back $18 a pop, while a Stella goes $19 and a Kona Big Wave Golden Ale. I've never had a Kona Big Wave Golden Ale.
Good.
Oh.
Costs $15. Signature and souvenir cocktails, $19 each. Okay, well, now I'm upset. This is outrageous. I don't care what the beer costs. I'm not drinking beer. But if they got a vodka soda on there for $19, there's going to be a fight. Regular cocktails cost $15. Wine at $13. Bottles of water, $6 each.
Isn't this more about keeping people from getting hammered?
Yeah. If they did dollar beer day.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Dollar beer day at the PGA Championship, you'd have guys barfing in the green.
What about
peeing into the hole?
What about nickel beer?
Wait, don't tee off. There's a man urinating into the hole.
First round's always nickel beer round. Thursdays? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's no question that worldwide in sports, everything is significantly overpriced.
I don't know how or why people attend games. I mean, call me a fair weather fan.
You're a fair weather fan.
I don't have a football team anymore, but still.
What happened to the Washington Commanders?
But still.
Or are they the Guardians?
The NFL.
I can't remember the stupid names.
Guardian.
The NFL more than any. It's made for TV. You got your own pisser. You got your dogs right there. You don't have a dumbass fan like this guy looking at you. I'm pointing at Josh. What's going on, chick?
Hey, what's going on, man? You enjoying it?
You loving it? Yeah, you are.
I can tell.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, Boomer, I got news for you. The new thing at all these stadiums are these social areas.
I do like those.
Where what you're gonna start seeing some of the even newer stadiums redone because they want to have these areas. Which
that just happened here.
People don't want to just sit in their seats anymore.
Nope.
They want to go hang out with their friends. They're going to have big screen TVs with all the games on them, and they're going to have, in some states,
big lounges,
gambling right on the spot.
Oh yeah, you can gamble from your seat. And,
but they're going to have like special areas, and they're redoing a lot of arenas and stadiums just for that purpose. So, and they will also be selling $20 beers. But Josh does kind of hit the nail on the head. First of all, those guys all need to drive Rolls Royces, and number two, they don't want to be doing. Was it Dime Beer Night at Cleveland Stadium?
I thought it was Nickel.
Or was it Nickel Beer Night?
Something. It was very cheap. It was at least the highest it could have been was a dime, as I recall. And it turned into a riot.
Yeah. So
there was a fire in the center field bleachers. It was no good. Yes,
Chick, this could sound dumb. I know the Waste Management Open in Phoenix. That's the big one for boozing. Is beer more reasonably priced?
Oh, that's the golf tournament, right?
Yeah.
Well, they encourage that, I guess. That's where remember the video? The guy got a hole-in-one or something. And the crowd went crazy.
Yeah,
throwing beer cans onto the green and things. Yeah. So
are they still doing the thing in bowling where they had the
is.
people along the side of the gutter? Did they?
No, I haven't seen that. No, and I've never seen that. They did that for a while.
Yeah, they tried that.
There was a period of time when they were trying to make bowling a little like WWE.
Yeah, there were bleachers going alongside the gutter, so you could be sitting right near the.
Wow.
That would be
I would assume that'd be something of a distraction
for sure.
Probably have that jackass with the weird wig on going, "Suck a spare Jack." What?
Suck a spare what?
Suck a spare Jack. I think
Suck a Spare Jack was a very famous heckler.
I cut him off before he got to the
I'm Suck a Spare Jack. How are you?
Spare Jack.
Okay, well,
I don't really care for bowling. Oh, look what time it is.
Stupid world record.
Hooray.
A teenager in Vermont has broken the world record for the farthest tightrope walk in high heels.
Oh, boy.
Is that right? Is this a boy?
Ariana. I'm not sure.
That sounds like a girl to me. So
According to...
I accept this record.
It's okay, then. According to WCAX...
Cax?
Have you seen Cax tonight?
Turn on Cax.
Wow, look at the size of that Cax on that anchor.
Look at the Cax up there in the news anchor. Yeah. Right, it's on Cax.
Ariana Wonderly of Bellows Fall crossed a 6-foot-high tightrope. Wow, 6 feet.
Yeah, but on high heels?
On high heels?
Still. I couldn't walk on ground.
Yeah, I can't hardly walk from here to the door.
And trust me, I've tried when I put on my girlfriend's underwear.
Are they stilettos? Wait.
Says here...
Were they stilettos? Were they
It
wide?
says here that she, 6-foot-high tightrope, she went back and forth 52 times to traverse a total distance of nearly 640 feet.
That's crazy.
She's in like a high school gym, and the whole...
I don't know if they were Chunky Souls. I don't know if they were Jimmy Choos. I don't know what they were. Ms. Wonderly, who grew up in a circus family.
Is that right?
Oh, our mom may be the bearded lady. I don't know.
Boy, when you grew up in a circus family, where do you threaten to run off to?
Interesting. Wow, the 1950s.
I'm going to run away and become an accountant.
In 1957.
That's
Is running away to the circus, isn't that sort of over?
Yes, but I think it's enough of a thing that the joke holds merit.
A trope, if you will.
Yes.
Hey, Toby Gillis is over.
Yeah.
The Beatles are over.
My God.
And Sullivan's over.
A little dusty. I don't just like old things, except for the King.
Again with this.
Start singing Elvis.
We're caught in a trap.
Just caught in a trap.
You and I are just two weird old kids.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You have dreams like I do.
Reaching a star.
We are reaching
Keep-
for the star.
Keep reading.
Tom, what the hell are you doing?
Keep reading.
She
Keep
grew up in
reading.
a,
Hey, Jake, keep reading.
Hey, you.
I just want you, there's something that
She grew up in a circus.
There's something that's going to launch Josh here in just a second.
Oh, they're pretty slim heels and they're high. too.
Let's go to Josh Cam. Okay, there it is. Ms. Wonderly, who grew up in a circus family, had her father, Troy, acting as a spotter. I'm Troy Wonderly. Perhaps you know me from... Her attempts beat the Guinness World Record of 49.21 feet. The 18-year-old attempted the feat as part of her senior project to raise money for Circus Smirkus.
What's that?
It's a charitable organization.
It has something to do
Sounds
with
nice.
the circus, I bet.
Circus Smirkus.
Smirkus.
Kind of fun.
4-inch heels. I can't walk in 4-inch heels.
Huh?
Good.
Could you step on my nuts?
You mean like grandma?
Yeah, just answer. Please
Oh,
tell
yeah,
me.
I could do that, I guess.
Sick, Willie? How is it up there on your pedestal?
Did you get a chance to say goodbye to your grandma? Because you guys were close. Didn't she step on your...
One of them I said goodbye to while she was in a coma. The other one I did not get to say goodbye to.
Jesus.
Is that the one who stepped on your...
I'm sorry. The comedy is coming from where?
When they're in a coma, what's the body temp like? If you touch, is it cold?
That's the same.
Or?
It's normal.
She just felt looser, you know.
Okay, well.
Not tense.
More world records coming up.
Cried a lot.
High heels on a tightrope.
Yeah, that's quite a feat.
But it'd be a little more impressive if you were going over Niagara Falls.
Well,
Not just.
yeah, I mean, you could say that about anything.
Jeez, Tom.
Well, she's 6 feet off the ground at a gym with her dad sitting there ready to catch her.
Okay.
I'm just saying, she's probably walking on the balls of her feet. And, like I said, do it between two skyscrapers in Manhattan. Now we're talking stunt.
How about you walk 10 feet
I just
on
hope
a
the guys that name
2x4?
Circus Smirkus don't name the stunt.
And now time for
Especially if she's wearing a skirt.
a coming array of stunts.
It's impressive, I will admit it, Chris.
Oh, for sure.
Not as impressive as I've seen you walking perfectly in heels after having 4 gin and tonics.
You know what? That doesn't happen. I fall down a lot.
You fell in Italy, right?
I don't think
fall
I've
all the
ever.
time when
I
I'm
don't think
drinking.
I've ever seen Christy really drunk. I don't.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yes.
You've at least,
Well, I know that. I know that you've probably never seen me really drunk.
Well, that wasn't nice.
I didn't say a word. Okay, sorry. When we come back, do we have more sports?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll be too drunk to do sport.
I think we have the world's oldest man for now coming up in sports.
Let's guess what his name is. His first name.
Leonard.
What country is
we
he
got a
from?
Leonard. I'm not saying.
Aloysius.
I would imagine it's like hoop.
Is it Japanese?
It typically is.
I'm not
Typically,
saying
the world's oldest
If I
person is
tell you,
Japanese.
Muhammad.
No,
That's a popular. Isn't that the most popular name in the
The
world?
world, I think so. Well,
That'd
be a good guess just based on that. When we come back, we'll find out Mr. Old, who he is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, "Oh, girl, I ain't seen you to." Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't forget about Bob and Tom tonight, the video webcast of highlights of today's show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel, our Facebook page. Just check out bobandtom.com for more details of Bob and Tom tonight. A 4-hour radio show, but the video webcast, about 20 minutes or so. It's the best of today. Perhaps a few letters from Allie Breen on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Desk. As if it needs the star power, but Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford are teaming up to work on the newest addition to the Yellowstone TV franchise. The actors will headline a series with the working title 1932. It will join 1883 in what Paramount Plus calls the origin story of the Yellowstone drama. Ford and Mirren are among a growing number of movie stars who've done TV shows as streamers to try to draw subscribers with big names and prestige products. Pete Townsend becomes the latest musician telling their life story on Audible. The Who star will take listeners through the years 1978 to 2002, a time bookend by the deaths of drummer Keith Moon and bass player John Entwistle. The feature, Pete Townsend, Somebody Saved Me, blends his memories of that span with the music that punctuated it, like Let My Love Open the Door, Slit Skirts, and You Better, You Bet. And Jerry Lee Lewis has finally made it into the Country Music Hall of Fame at the age of 86. Yep, he finally got the call, said he's glad and grateful. Lewis joins the late country star Keith Whitley on the list of performers voted in this year. Lewis had already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and was outspoken about getting into the country music equivalent. Maybe marrying your 13-year-old cousin had something to do with that. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
There's a teacher at the school named Mrs. Rich. Each morning we're sitting there. She pulls into the parking lot and the girls say, "Hey, Dad, I bet she's rich." And I say, "No, sweetie, her last name is Rich." And it's always funny, Tom.
Yeah. You know what? My mom didn't call me yesterday on my birthday.
She didn't?
She texted me and said, "I'm going to call you later." Never did.
Wow.
Is she taking classes from the Tom Griswold School of Parenting?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I'm just sitting down at the tattoo parlor with my daughter, And
no, stop right there. That's pretty scary.
I'm having my tattoos redone. She's 14, and she's going to be a freshman in high school.
She's very witty. She's a sparkling, wonderful girl. She's been on the show, and she better not get a tattoo, you idiot.
No, but everybody at the tattoo parlor thought she was 18, 19.
Yeah, going to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you that was your daddy day?
Daddy-daughter day. We went to the tattoo parlor.
You went to a tattoo parlor?
Uh-huh.
Classy.
I kept trying to talk.
Here's
her
the one I
into
want
it.
you to get, sweetie. It's I know that's a lawnmower, and that's the Pink Panther.
No daughters, man.
I kept trying to tell her.
Sorry.
You know, if you ever get a crush on a boy, here's what you need to do: just tattoo his name on your shoulder and walk up to him and go, "Look at this! You take me seriously now?" You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
that's great advice.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to
Maybe If I Feel It.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Aloha. There's Willie Griswold.
Aloha, what are you in Hawaii all of a sudden?
Pleasant greeting.
I feel I'm wrong.
Can't argue with that.
I feel a breeze.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. A couple things I want to get to. Want to get a song out of Mr. Godwin. Can you play one of the ones from your album?
I sure can.
Captured Live is Pat's new album, and it's #1 in the Amazon album comedy chart as of like several hours ago.
It's not him in a jail cell or in a cage with a lion or anything. It's some of his brother's artwork.
It's a nice cover. It's recorded live. We'll get to that in just a second, Pat.
It's beautiful.
But right
it's
now,
a bowl of fruit.
Chick and I both have dogs that are currently taking pills. My dog Winnie has a great skill. You can take a pill, wrap it in roast beef, and give it to her, and she chomps around for a while, then all of a sudden spits out the pill. It's an art form.
And Ruby has a urinary tract infection.
Aw.
They call that honeymoon disease.
Burns when it...
Is she running around with some young gun out there?
I don't know what's going on.
Here we go.
Filthy wienered mutt.
Pat writes, I use that cheap cheese that comes in individually wrapped slices, tear off 2 pieces, both the size of a postage stamp, wrap the pill in one, then show both to the dog. Well, this is complicated. While giving it the one with the pill, keep showing it the second piece of cheese. After it eats the first, give it the second. My dog is always focused on getting the second, so it swallows the first without noticing the pill. Well, thank you, Pat.
It's pretty smart.
It's a good idea.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, so you take 2 pieces of cheese.
Good point.
Right? Put the pill in one of them.
Yeah.
Give it to the dog while you're holding another piece of cheese.
Okay.
So the dog is focused on getting more cheese, so
See,
doesn't
Christy,
realize they've got to go swish it around and spit the pill out.
Gotcha.
You gotta stop. When you don't know something, you gotta just not say anything. Otherwise, we get the same explanation we just got 10 seconds ago, and I want to blow my brains out.
Oh, here, let me give you this.
And then when the dog successfully eats the pill, you scream at it, "Is that your card?" I don't know.
We have to...
Magic trick.
Could you grab that, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Biff Wellington. And this is a Some of the News special gardening edition.
Special gardening?
Gardening, yeah.
Okay.
Well, not everybody knows this, but I consider myself quite the horticultural expert.
No idea.
I used to have what some would call a green thumb until I had to have it amputated once the gangrene set in.
Oh, that's awful.
Now, on a lighter note, I'd like to give your listeners some tips for readying their yards for summer.
Okay, good. I need them.
Tip number 1, when mowing, never blow your grass clippings onto the street. The grass clippings make the street slick and dangerous for motorists. Take it from me, there's nothing worse than being awakened from your afternoon nap by a group of Hell's Angels who've just gotten in a 20-bike pileup in front of your home. That's actually how I lost the other thumb. Tip number 2, try sprucing up your backyard this summer by adding a lovely koi pond. Well, there's nothing more relaxing than sitting by your pond, feeding your koi. I must confess that over time I've grown bored of my koi, so what we've done at the Hitzwater household this year is we've replaced all the koi in our pond with ravenous piranha. Now, let me tell you, it's definitely helped down on the number of neighborhood children waiting in our pond when we're not home.
Sure, that'll cut it there.
Tip number 3, add a decorative boulder or 2 to your front landscape. Now, this is a super cheap and easy way to give your yard a more natural feel. Boulders can be purchased at most gardening centers. Oh, sure. Or you can do like Mrs. Hitswater and I do. We rent a U-Haul pickup truck and back it up to one of the falling rock signs on the highway. Now, it may take a day or two for one to land in the bed of your truck, but eventually, free boulders. Am I right?
Sure.
Oh, you're going to want to opt for the insurance at the U-Haul place.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, finally, let's see. Tip number 4. If you really want to protect your house and keep the neighborhood kids off your lawn, try adding a moat and drawbridge. Now, of course, I filled my moat with some of the piranha from my koi pond and ended up saving a ton of money when I bought the drawbridge at a defunct medieval times restaurant liquidation sale. Sold to me by some wench serving me grog. It's great. The best part is it still smells like giant roasted turkey legs.
All right.
It's a medieval
The
times.
bridge.
Sure.
Turkey legs renaissance. So don't be afraid to go out and get your hands in the soil this summer, kids. And remember, the key to a beautiful plush green lawn is fresh manure, preferably mountains of it, available at your local zoo. Elephants are great for sheer volume, and hippos provide a fine misting spray. Well, all right, this is Dick Hitswater sitting in for Biff Wellington, and this has been some other news. Special gardening. Hit the damn.
Biff Wellington.
Hey, look what time it is.
Stupid world record.
A super centenarian in Venezuela has been named the world's oldest living man. According to Guinness, Juan Vicente Perez officially confirmed as the title holder in February. So is he still alive right now, or do we know?
Well, last
they're
check.
they're just releasing this.
Well, if he had lost, we would know.
February 4th, he was declared 112 years, 253 days old.
Kill me. One is the loneliest number.
His 113th birthday is coming up on May 27th.
Pat, was that a Juan is the loneliest number joke?
Yes, it was.
Yep. Juan has 6 sons, 5 daughters, 41 grandchildren, 18 great-grandchildren, and 12 12 great-great-grandchildren. He has said that his secret for a long life is to work hard, rest on holidays, go to bed early, drink a glass of aguardiente every day.
That means dental water.
Love God. Always carry him in your heart. Always have change for a bus. Be aware of the latest news.
Sure.
Cut coupons.
Oh, how about that?
Leave the driving to us. What are we done over there?
Defecate publicly.
What? Oh, well, that's
wild.
He is
Did
old.
you see his picture? He apparently also has the record for the world's longest sack. It's
They went ahead and put that in the photo?
I don't know why.
What about the world's most age spots? Do they have that?
I don't know why this is in the article. I don't know why this was in the article, but here it is. The last sentence. He was 51 years old when he had his photograph taken for the first time in black and white.
there's a picture.
I don't know what that means.
It's a
That
very
means
nice
that
photograph.
they didn't even have color film yet, and he was already
Maybe not in
51.
Venezuela.
Yeah, they probably don't have it in Venezuela now.
My God, The Wizard of Oz was in color, and that was 30 years before that.
When did American schools start going to color photographs? I don't think it was until the mid to late 60s. So
some of my yearbooks in black and white. I don't know that any of it's in color.
Mine are.
Yeah.
Only some of it was in color.
I mean, some of it, but your class
cheaper.
picture though was in color, right?
Only for the seniors.
No, I mean even in elementary school it was all black.
Oh,
and
no,
white.
I'm sorry. That was, you're right. Yep.
Well, this guy is. I mean, if you see his picture, he's got no teeth and.
Well, he's 100 now.
Oh, and his badge. I'm trying to translate this.
What about your elementary school, Tom? Wasn't it all white? No black and white photos, just white photos, right? Yeah.
Yes. The only thing of color at my school was the photographs. Funny. I'm sorry. No, I'm reading his badge. He says, this guy says, I remember when dirt was invented.
Oh,
this guy's old.
That is old. His badge says that.
What they used before dirt? Was it all just flooring?
Yeah, Pat, in Venezuela, he has a badge, but he's in Venezuela. I didn't think...
badges. They don't have no stinking badges.
Thank you very much. When we come back, we're going to get that song out of Mr. Godwin. If it's the last thing I do, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Got a hole burning in your pocket, want to spend some of that cash that you've made. Your paycheck is just sitting there, and you're like, I got to spend it on something. How about BobandTomStore.com? Brand new hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, the Bob and Tom Show hat, brand new for 2022. That's right, we've restocked for summer. Clothing in sizes small up to 5XL. If we don't have your size at BobandTomStore.com, just check back. We're constantly restocking. It's what our employees do when they're not grooming and looking at themselves in the mirror and how beautiful they are. Go to BobandTomStore.com. Look in the upper left-hand corner for the new tab to see the latest and enjoy yourself. Take some time. If you're a Bob and Tom Show fan, head on over to BobandTomStore.com. Perhaps you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life. Yeah, I listened to the Bob and Tom Show today. Did you hear? Let me tell you this joke. And you're like, okay. Well, now you can get them a Bob and Tom Show hat to show them how much you love them. BobandTomStore.com. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. For many South Koreans, the former presidential palace in Seoul was a little visited, heavily secured mountainside landmark. That's now changed as thousands have been allowed to look inside for the first time in 74 years. The Blue House, whose name in Korean means building with blue roof tiles, opened its gates to the public earlier this month to mark the new South Korean president's official inauguration. Officials are allowing a maximum of 39,000 people a day to visit. The opening part of new South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's pledge to abandon the palace and establish his offices at the Defense Ministry compound in the Yongsan district, about 3 miles away. A NASA spacecraft on Mars is losing power and headed for a dusty demise. The InSight lander has just a couple more months of science work before succumbing to the Martian dust on its solar panels. NASA said Tuesday it will keep using the spacecraft's seismometer to detect Mars quakes until the power peters out. Officials expect operations to cease in July, almost 4 years after InSight's arrival in Mars. Or at Mars, I should say. InSight, one of 3 NASA spacecraft operating on the Martian surface, rovers Curiosity and Perseverance still going strong thanks to nuclear power. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Walk.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done.
Bravo,
Yeah.
Chick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Can I tell you something? Hey. My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
Be a little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. Free Prozac, whatever
There's
you
a government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Somewhere in Speedway. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Not sure what happened.
I'm tired.
I thought that you were hungry.
I'm hungry. That was yesterday.
No, she had a
I'm hungry.
Okay.
I did have a sandwich.
Hungry through. She had a big sando. Now she wants to crush a nap. Is what she wants to do. There's Josh Arnold.
You sleepy, babe?
I am, babe.
Why don't I tuck you in and I'll make you a lunch and wake you up when it's ready?
Thank you. That'd be nice.
We're going to pretend like we're a married couple.
Well, if we were married, it'd be like, you damn right you're making me a sandwich.
Yes, dear.
Try this. Just sign it. Just sign it.
That's more like it.
Now I know how Johnny Depp feels.
There's Jessica Alston. Who's going to take that turd off the duvet?
Oh, she said it was the dog. Poor dog getting blamed for that.
What did I do? There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom. Yes, and coming up, we've been talking about Mr. Godwin's album, and it's number one. So sorry. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Let's do it. Hey. Your good friend, Dr. Phil.
Hi.
Have you read my books?
No.
Have you seen my tape?
Yes, I would never watch.
I've got books on tape and tapes about books, even a few books that need tape.
I know you do.
You guys today were talking about dogs taking pills. Is that true?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get your dog to swallow a pill. Yeah.
I mean, hey, just because you can teach a billy goat how to till a garden doesn't mean he's going to be any good at playing duck, duck, goose.
Yeah,
you see where I'm going with this?
It's very folksy. Yeah, no idea.
I mean, I'm just an old Texas cowboy that always rides into the sunset with 2 bags of folksy wisdom, okay? I mean, there's no need to weigh a pound cake. If you want your pup popping more pills than Elvis, then maybe try Tom's way. Or you could buy my latest book, 4 Dogs by Dogs, called Leave Me Alone.
Thank you, Doc.
Dr. Phil is always helpful. Yeah, I would never buy one of his books. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Pat Godwin's album. It's called Captured Live. Number 1 right now on the comedy chart. Nice work,
Congrats.
Pat. Thanks. Thought maybe do one of the songs you do live on the record live for us. Is that possible? Oh, okay.
Please. What would you like?
Let's do one of the classics. How about a little bit of something we can sing? Something we can sing along with. Anyone who was in the green room knows this has been fully rehearsed. I was not there.
I wasn't there either.
You were there, right?
I was, yeah. I heard the argument.
How did it go?
I don't want to play that. You'll play it. I paraphrase.
So I want to get.
Like they were married.
You win all the time.
Please, Josh, please, just for me, go over what happened yesterday morning when Pat did not play the right song, the correct song.
The Johnny Cash morning.
The Johnny Cash morning.
And I did your song.
Tom
the
came
Mr. Josh Arnold.
Well, Pat and I were chatting happily about the weekend. Tom walked in.
Happily.
And what happened? What do you mean? We had talked about playing the other song. Yeah, well, we hadn't really. I don't. And just a lot of that, and then I mean, Tom really gave him kind of a.
Oh yeah. And then I said, looking at my text that you sent me 5 minutes ago, it had song number 1 on it.
Right.
And then Tom said,
after yelling at you for a while, and then that's a 20-second pause. but it's not the end of the world. And I said, you could have fooled us the way you stormed in and shoot his
Tom Tornado.
No. Well, in this case,
when do you realize you've gone too far, and then you feel like you have to
backtrack a little?
The weeping.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, the hands quivering.
The pouting lower lip.
And then he'll go, oh, you look really good today.
See, that's the thing that insults me.
Yeah.
We're on to you.
Yeah.
But you think you're still fooling us. That's the thing that's really irritating.
I'm just glad that somebody else is finally onto it, man.
Now, the point is, we have a nice tribute, Pat. I think we should get to it because, again, congratulating you on this great achievement, #1 comedy album.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that. What is it?
It's called Captured Live. Got a nice cover drawn by your brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a bowl of fruit. Yeah, I remember that.
Bowl of fruit, still life.
Okay, go ahead.
You take the gangster rap, you tone it down. You do a nice folk melody.
I love this song.
Right? Okay, here we go. Well, Willie, you got my back?
I got you now.
I'm Patty G.
He's Patty G.
And it's all good.
It's all good.
I'll pop a cap in your ass if you're in my neighborhood.
Nice neighborhood.
You ain't all that, my brother. What'd you say about my mother? I'm the bomb. This ain't no joke, it's gangster folk.
Oh, he's the bomb. This ain't no joke. It's gangster folk.
Yo, dog. Yeah, check it out. My hoochie's fly.
His hoochie's fly.
Don't diss my boo.
What is a boo?
Or you'll end up like you know who.
Tupac, that's who.
Shout out to all my G's. What's up, peeps?
Cracker, please.
I'm dope, so take a toke of gangster folk. It's gangster folk. We be chilling out, puffing on the crock till we all folked out. Hoes in the hot tub 24/7, homie, ain't no lie.
Nasty hoes.
Wow. I'm the baddest MC. My rhymes are fat. I cock my Glock, biatch.
True dat.
For schnizzle my izzle dog, keep on playing.
We have no idea what he's saying.
The bomb, this ain't no joke. It's gangster folk.
Oh, he's the bomb. This ain't no joke. It's gangster folk.
Word. Peace out.
Yeah, big dog.
Woo! Thank you, Willie G. Thank you, Willie G.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That was nice. That's one of the songs featured on Pat's new collection, Captured Live. It's out there where songs are streamed.
Okay.
The trout jump through the stream on a beautiful
Now, when you
May
heard he was going to put some artwork of his brother, from his brother on the album, what was your reaction?
It was a fine piece of work.
I waited till he was in the hospital. That's when I asked him. He was out like a light.
That's the way I remember it.
When I asked him, he was out.
Yeah.
Pat was quite proud of the way he worked that one.
Yeah.
I nodded his head.
I don't think that it doesn't really say anything about it being recorded live, but that's okay. It's
Captured live.
It's not like the old days where the album cover was that significant when you'd actually go into the record store and look through the albums. And it's kind of a lost art form, actually.
So what would you have named the album? This is a live recording or something
I don't
like
have a problem with this one. I'm the one promoting it here. I'm trying to help him out.
I don't have a problem with this one, he said.
Yes.
That
That's
doesn't
all
mean
I
you're in
heard.
favor of it.
This one was a delicate term to you.
Well, good reporter. Can I ask a follow-up? Which one are you? Do you have a problem?
No, we had an argument about the cover of the previous one.
Mm-hmm. Did not care for your suggestions.
What was that? I forget.
It's the one where it's got his picture when he's like in the 6th grade.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and what was the name of that one?
Way back when.
Mm-hmm. When Tom hasn't been involved enough, according to him, in a project,
right? He
promotes things like football announcers promote the upcoming primetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
The Reagan family faces adversity. Very special Blue Bloods, 8 p.m.
Well, you're right about that.
But
then Angela Lansbury on Murder, She Wrote.
But then there's something that he had his hand in, then after that, the Masked Singer.
Will's mother shows up, and Grace doesn't know what to do with it. Very funny, Will and Grace.
Very funny, Will and Grace. I don't like the title.
Are you giving it my full endorsement? Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's just move forward here. Are we done with sports?
Yeah, can you and Pat record your next real fight? I would love to.
We had a nice
I will. I'll record.
We had a nice recording session yesterday.
Is that right?
We cut 4 songs yesterday.
Yeah. We had most of John Mellencamp's band was in there. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Had a great time.
Here's a fight starter. You want to do some news?
Yeah.
You got a fight starter in the news?
Yep. Recent research suggests women are more jealous than men when it comes to their partner's platonic friendships with the opposite sex.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
This is in the Mr. Obvious Institute?
Right.
I'm sorry, what'd you guys say?
Women reported higher levels of overall jealousy than men when imagining their spouse's female friend. The study was in the journal Evolutionary Behavioral Sciences.
Yeah, that is designed to start a fight.
Yeah.
But it's true. Wouldn't you agree with it, Christy?
Where are you guys on this work husband, work wife stuff? You know what I mean? Like you're a coworker, you're so close to him, the way he's my work husband.
Oh, like Josh is my work husband.
Yeah. That's kind of creepy, right? It's kind of sickening. You're making your coworkers vomit.
And then Ace is your work side piece. Right? And then Jessica is your work honey.
And I'm fine with it because I like being work cucked.
Okay, fine. I think we've made a lot of progress here.
I'm glad I asked about that. Hey, are you guys like me? You want to
like cuckold porn there?
Want to rush home to your compound and lock the doors and make sure you're alone and safe and you have peace of mind with Simply Safe, the design it yourself, do it yourself home security system. But it's not always outside forces trying to get in that's a problem. Maybe there's something already there, and there's a problem with, let's say, water. This is Terry's story, a Simply Safe customer. She was away for the weekend for her daughter's wedding. The morning of the big day, she got a call from Simply Safe's 24/7 professional monitoring center. They let her know that her system had detected water in the basement. And if you know anything about houses, if you get water in the basement, even a little bit, it's thousands of dollars in damage. Tom knows all about that.
Oh, yes.
Good Lord.
But last time, my alarm went off, and it told me, hey,
that's right.
You got to get home.
That's exactly what Terry did.
Now, by the way, the owner of 2 sump pumps. Thank you very much.
She made arrangements for the water to be shut off. A happy ending all the way around. With a comprehensive Simply Safe system and 24/7 professional monitoring, you can have someone always looking out for you and having your back, just like Terry.
And the Diddle family has never been happier.
Plans cost under $1 a day with no long-term contracts or hidden fees. That's right, Terry Diddle.
You won't stop.
You can customize it all comes from that damn Gordon bit he's doing. You can customize the perfect system for your home.
It's almost as bad as the rich bit.
That sounded like...
I'm sorry, back to you.
You can customize your system in a few minutes at simplysafetom.com, and then you install it yourself. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera because you know us, plus 20% off with interactive monitoring.
Check, my mom has Simply Safe. She loves it.
That's simplysafetom.com. Well, she could have any home security system because she's very wealthy.
No, she's married to a man named Wealthy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, she's married to a man named Rich.
Are you happy now?
Yeah, that was perfect. Coming up, we have what the police are calling in Wichita the pooperator. I would call the Mad Shatter. We'll find out about that when we come back. Also coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
We need to get that man in our studio. That's Henry Phillips. My name is Mark Allison. Do you know Donnie Baker? How about you folks in Springfield, Missouri? Well, you're going to get to know Donnie Baker Thursday night, May 19th. Let's see. Let me do the math on that. That's tomorrow night through Saturday night, the Blue Room in Springfield, Missouri. That's right. Donnie Baker's going to be taking charge, large and in charge. DonnieBaker.com for more information. And my gosh, Josh Arnold out on the road with Willie Griswold at Cacciatore's in Ilion, New York. That JoshArnold.com for tickets and information. Rolling through a Wednesday, looking forward to Allie Breen and Jessica Alsman joining us right here in the Frigamall building. It's going to be fun hump day. Stay tuned. More on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom News Desk. U.S. regulators have authorized a COVID-19 booster for healthy 5 to 11-year-olds. Another step to try to head off a new spread of the coronavirus. This new authorization will give an extra dose to the youngest set of vaccine getters. Already, those 12 and older are free to get a booster for the best protection against variants, and those of us over 50 are authorized to get a second booster, bringing the total vaccine regimen for that group to 4. Elon Musk boasted that acquiring the social media site Twitter would let him purge the site of annoying spam bots. But now he says there may be too many of these bots, to let his $44 billion deal stand. It's one of the several public gripes Musk has made since offering to buy Twitter. Experts wonder if it's a ploy for Elon to back out of the deal or to get it at a cheaper price. And a 30-year-old white rhino at Walt Disney World has been fitted with a fitness tracker to see how active she is on any given day. It monitors the number of steps and whether those steps involve walking or running. It also monitors when she naps and what parts of the man-made savanna she prefers. The white rhino's name is Helen, and this is all part of a large research project to learn the best way to care for rhinos at their facilities. If Helen tolerates the device well, other rhinos at Disney's Animal Kingdom will wear them as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Matt Weinhold is our guest, wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and Babylon
fan, no.
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into. But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You know, these conventions.
Oh, man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. Right. I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No.
No.
I met her at a bar.
Whoa! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes! What happened to those days?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guess, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. Now, Larry, you are from
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, DeWitt, Illinois. It's a farm town. There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie Titanic.
Oh.
Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hello there.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Howdy.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. He killed it today with a Omaha Steaks joke of the day.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. There's Willie Griswold.
Joke snuck up on me, my goodness.
I know it. I'm Chick McGee with an email, and here's Tom.
Oh, well, let's get right to your email.
Dear radio show.
Very personal. Sure this is for us?
I heard Chick having trouble giving his Australian Shepherd an antibiotic, a pill. This is from Beth in Michigan. She says, shove the pill into a strawberry, blackberry, or chunk of banana, put the fruit with other fruit in a bowl, and cover it all with a little yogurt.
What?
And the dog will eat the whole thing.
What, a banana split day? What is
She says it's the only thing that worked for our 7-year-old big sweetie Oshie Pooper McWoofles.
Oshie Pooper McWoofles.
That's right. He's the bestest puppet in the world.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, that's pronounced Oshie, Beth in Michigan.
Okay, thank you very much.
There you go.
There's some good
Bring you
news
some
there.
pill pockets.
Coming up, of course, it'll be a sexy time with Allie Breen. We're trying to help you with your love life. But right now, we turn to Christy Lee. Dateline Wichita, is that correct?
Authorities in Kansas have identified a woman they describe as a pooper trader.
Pooper trader.
The suspect accused
Instead of a perpetrator, I see.
Oh, pooper trader. Now I get it.
This is from the police. That's what they're saying.
The woman is accused of defecating in a beauty supply store.
Is that wrong?
According
no
to
one
the
told
Wichita
me I couldn't
police.
do that. I'm a little fuzzy.
Put a sign up.
Yeah, there's no sign.
Put a sign up.
The woman entered the store May 10th, evacuated her bowels in the middle of an aisle.
Yeah, she did.
Aisle 2.
Police said
This is important. Can we get the details?
Police said the defecation was significant enough that 8 wigs were destroyed as a result.
Now, see, this is where I have questions.
Were the wigs laying on the floor?
I think they were used for the wiping.
Did she? Oh, I never thought of that.
The incident was captured.
I thought she was spraying like a hippo.
The incident was captured on video surveillance, but for the good of all of you, we are not posting the footage of the offending fecal assault, according to authorities.
Footage of it.
Yeah. What'd I say? Footage?
No, I'm just saying they have footage of it.
Yeah, they do have footage. Police said the store intends to pursue criminal charges. So maybe she did spray. I don't know.
What? Why would you do that? What's going on?
Maybe she had an issue.
They didn't accept her coupon, probably.
Oh, you would.
Expired coupon.
All scorched earth husband.
It says beauty supply, not booty supply.
Tom, what would you do?
He didn't even hear you. Thank God.
No, it's not. No, he heard you.
Not even booty supply.
No. Yeah.
What? You're there, and you see this lady dumping it there, right there in the
out
aisle.
the back door.
What do? Do you laugh?
No, you run the other way. I'm just ma'am, I know that sometimes they don't have great customer service here, but for God's sake.
She's got Crohn's disease.
No, this is obviously some kind of revenge thing.
All right.
By the way, I'm looking at the store. There's a big wig sale today.
Oh.
You think she used them to wipe?
What would you use?
There's going to be hell to pay.
It's like the old joke.
Wait a minute.
Bear looks at the rabbit.
What'd you say?
Very good, Pat.
No, it wasn't very good.
What?
At the wig store, there's going to be hell to pay.
Oh.
I kill me.
From the vault.
I tried to watch that show you've been talking about for a week.
What?
That Mike Myers thing on Netflix yesterday.
Well, arguably.
Episode 1, I got to the Sasquatch and I go,
Bigfoot.
Done.
No, did you see Bigfoot walking around the Pentaveret?
Yeah, but he's.
I know.
No, I said I'm done. I got to watch something else.
Bigfoot craps in the hallway. You love this show. And the announcer says
he stands to do it, which I was shocked about.
Well, he's Bigfoot. He doesn't have a toilet facility in the woods.
And then you hear over the speaker, Bigfoot clean up corner of aisle 4.
What's the show called again?
The Pentaveret.
Okay. Mike Myers, I've got to check it out. It sounds very
It's really uneven.
It's
real uneven.
Okay. Well,
however, our buddy Maria Menounos is all over it. She's
is.
kind of the announcer for, hi, welcome to morning number 4 at the Pentaveret.
Yeah, she's like their host.
Yeah.
Good. Well,
TV host.
She's on TV, see, and they wake up to her.
Cliff-hanging convenience store offers snacks and water. Those climbing a sheer mountain face in China.
No, you have to see this. This thing is way off the ground. It's like a little tiny shed.
Dubbed the world's most inconvenient convenience store. It's actually a tiny wooden shed sitting 393 feet off the ground on the side of a mountain in the Shinzuha National Geological Park.
You can pretty much charge anything you want, can't you?
Yeah.
Just like its clientele, the store's staff have to climb up the mountain face to get to work each day, though some employees find it cumbersome to climb down to use the bathroom.
They don't.
Mud Falcon.
Yeah.
Do all their products say made in America?
Oh, in China? Yeah.
That'd be kind of a...
According to...
No, they don't. You see, it's a real problem.
Yeah,
actually,
because
with,
there's... but I know there's hell to pay, though, if you go there.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
Ah, man, that was
According to the Chinese state media outlet CCTV...
What was it?
CCTV, the Chinese state media outlet.
Trustworthy.
Yeah. The store stocks drinks and snacks, including potato chips, which climbers can purchase on their way up the mountain.
And you know there's some weird, I'm sorry, it's a weird like squid chips or something. I know
for sure.
I know
yeah.
for sure.
An employee told the outlet, quote, "The store doesn't make much money, but the tourists are very grateful for it, so we all feel like our jobs are very meaningful."
And again, it's incredibly inconvenient. It is a shed hanging off a sheer rock cliff.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, how does it hang there? I mean,
I have to
they've
look
got
at
some
it. I
sort
haven't
of
seen
struts underneath it, and it's way up high. It's terrifying.
They have earthquakes over there, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be very safe, but they should sell parachutes.
Yeah, diapers.
But they do charge less for a bottle of water than they do at that golf tournament you mentioned earlier this morning.
$8, I think.
Tells you how much.
$6.
How do they get the supplies up? Is there some sort of dumbwaiter? Or
Oh,
crane
my
or
gosh.
something?
Okay, Josh, take a look at that.
It's just on a rope.
Wow.
Hi, I'm the dumb waiter. I got your supplies.
Hey, you guys order some?
I'm surprised there are that many people climbing up that mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be a huge touristy.
If you scroll up, you'll see the Starbucks right there.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's amazing. Wow.
They have a restaurant up on Everest on the peak.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Way up top?
Way up top.
How's the food?
Really great food, but there's no atmosphere.
Oh,
because
that's two.
The dead
got the
zone.
toupee and the no atmosphere. Okay.
I didn't say the toupee.
I'm sorry, Christy. Back to you.
MasterCard is launching new technology that will allow customers, even if you're climbing up a mountain apparently, to pay with just your face or your hand at checkout.
I don't like it.
According to CNBC, the company released a program for retailers that offers biometric payment methods, including facial recognition and fingerprint scanning.
You ever paid for anything with your hand, Christy? Like a dinner or something? Called obligated? I had the lobster.
It's understood.
Yeah, I had the lobster in both hands.
The guy looks at you and goes, well, at least a hand, waistband over the handy. What?
Users first take a picture of their face or scan their fingerprint to register with an app before linking their biometric data with their credit card. They are then able to authenticate payments by showing their face or the palm of their hand instead of swiping your card. MasterCard said it plans to roll out the program globally later this year.
What if you're a twin?
This is...
God.
Your fingerprints would still be different, right? Your palm
But
print?
your face. I mean, you said it's face recognition.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know, Tom. I'm not a twin.
This year's something politically incorrect. Are they going to be able to continue calling it MasterCard? And you can't say master bedroom anymore. I found that out.
He said, desperately trying to change the topic.
Well, when the
master has other definitions. So
I know. I'm perfectly
right. So hopefully, but
I'm just saying the way things are going, MasterCard is going to have to become. What do they call the master bedroom now, Christy?
The main bedroom.
In real estate.
It's gotten ridiculous, I know. When I was home main baiting yesterday, I was trying to... I was like, this is just getting ridiculous.
That is so silly. You're policing yourself in that joke.
Have you ever used Apple Pay, Tom, with your phone? Where you just hold your phone?
Too convenient.
Yeah, you just hold your phone.
You forget you're spending money.
Yeah. You click, it takes your picture, and then you just hold your phone down near the reader and blink. You're out.
In a lot of places,
how much easier can it get?
You can use that to get on the train or on the bus. It's great. It's so convenient.
I mean, they've been talking about this, but won't it be a thing? We just have a chip in us? And we just wave our hand in front of a deal?
Probably.
Honestly, I feel better about a chip than I do with my fingerprint or facial recognition technology.
Until you're mugged and somebody cuts it out of your wrist.
No, but don't we have chips already? You know, whoever got vaccinated.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you for getting that in there.
my right arm.
I always thought that your fingerprints would be the same on, for these two fingers, but they're not, because my new computer,
nope,
it only takes one finger.
Yeah.
Which finger do you use? Not that one. It's too slippery.
It's too slippery.
Oh, my goodness.
What's he been doing all day?
Chick, you ever, with the fingerprint on your phone, you're with your buddy, you want to change the song in the car.
Sure.
Hey, what's your password? You get the password, and then you go in the phone and you put your fingerprint in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're drunk a few weeks later, and you go, give me your phone, and you go, ha! I'm in. I got your fingerprint now. It was so fun.
You must do that when you're driving with Josh this weekend.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you've got to.
That would have gone over.
You think I would have enjoyed that?
So, this is like the kind of technology that was on Mission Impossible 5 years ago, whatever, 10 years ago. But now it's real.
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yes.
He must.
Not the TV show.
Yeah, the movie, of course. But I mean,
the
TV show's 50 years old. So.
Well, yeah, I know, but that doesn't.
It is. We're talking to you.
You're just chomping at the bit for Adobe Gillis to come out any minute. So
it's going to be tough since the actor who owned that role is no longer with us, and obviously no one could ever recreate that.
Oh no.
So. Anyway,
you mean why would anybody?
Yeah, so we'll see. But I'll be curious to see how far this goes. Are you comfortable with any of this, Josh? You wouldn't want to chip.
Here's the thing.
No, I don't like any of that.
You wouldn't
No,
want to
here's
chip
the thing. It doesn't matter. Everything you've ever worried about is too late. They've done it. It's over.
But I don't have to help.
It's over. We lost. They have everything they need. It's done.
So just hide in your compound and just...
They've got your fingerprints. They've got your DNA. They've got everything.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's over.
Josh,
but I don't have a problem with that, Apple. Not at all. Thank you.
Josh, where do you suppose they got your DNA?
Oh, boy, I must have left a T-shirt somewhere. Ceiling, says Christy.
Ceiling.
Must have been 4 or 5 days.
That's a quality in.
You really can't tell when it's just really going to get out of there in a hurry, do you?
Sometimes you're disappointed.
Yeah, you don't.
You know what? It's been 4 days and that was it. And sometimes you're like, it's only been 1 day and I can't believe the volume.
Wow. You got to go 4 days and you got to drink like a bunch of water.
Every now and then it's like, but then it's like a. Ryan, am I right on this?
Oh, you're right.
Who's with me?
Sure, you're chick. That's perfectly normal. Quick, Christy, do something else. Oh, wait a second.
Crawls out.
Pat.
Oh. Yeah.
I got another one.
Hello.
I got another one for you. Once again, Pat's new album, #1 in the comedy chart.
I'm not ready. I have a capo under my hat. I don't know what it is.
I'm not prepared. I don't know what song you want.
What do you mean?
I sold my ukulele.
Yeah.
When did I start doing songs? I'm not ready.
Now, Pat, this is a song I hope that you remember. This involves, I'll give you a hint, Pat. This is a bit obscure. Mealworms.
Oh, God.
We've been hearing a lot about these.
Mealworms?
Yeah.
High in protein.
About eating bugs and everything. And there's a supermarket now in Switzerland that is selling one of these, what do you want to call it, like a meat substitute?
Yeah.
They're burgers made from mealworms.
Yummy.
The grocery store chain is called Coop, C-O-O-P.
In Italy, that's a thing, too.
Mealworms in Italy?
A health food, yeah.
It says
a burger.
I thought you were doing a coup d'etat joke. I thought that was...
Acento's insect burgers.
How about that?
As well as meatball-like insect balls.
Oh.
Well, I tell you what, you gotta have really a lot of manual dexterity.
You think crab legs are a pain in the ass?
If you're harvesting insect balls, you gotta have one of those jeweler's eyepieces.
How long have you been working? 8 hours today. How many balls you get? 3.
This is a big thing, I guess, that they're trying to do in Europe. Eating bugs. Do you have a tribute?
Yeah, little Jimmy Buffett hit. Trying to keep my resolutions. I've gone nearly 15 days. I've had no meat. I eat broccoli and beets. Drinking lots of water, no UV rays. But there's a brand new fad that makes me squirm. In Rome, it's a healthy treat. It's not pasta fajoule, it's a yellow mealworm that takes the place of that tasty treat. Now I got a worm burger with a parasite. I'm sick, I've been up all night. I had one little bite, but my worm burger had a parasite. I like worms on a hook, just a squishing. They should be used only for fishing. Big night crawlers catch a tasty bass. I ain't weak eating worms, you can kiss my worm burger had a parasite. What's next? The centipede slice. Keep your slugs, they don't taste night. My worm burger had a parasite.
Messed up twice, guys. He messed up twice.
I'm gonna kill myself. I messed up twice.
That was embarrassing. You guys see here. The first one, I was like, I don't know if he can recover, and he couldn't.
I just wasn't prepared. That's the problem. I wasn't prepared. I checked the temperature of the room. It was awful.
Should have named his new album Messed Up Twice.
So burgers made of bugs.
No thanks.
A bugger burger.
You gonna have yourself a bugger burger.
Hey, if we're back on the burger topic, can I sort of return to where we were earlier?
You may not. Christy, what do you have?
Dawn wrote us. She says, morning, you guys. Fry a pound of hamburger.
All right.
Put in 2 cans of Spaghettios, 4 slices of American cheese on top. Let it melt. Dinner.
Oh.
What do we say?
That sounds good.
So it's kind of a sort of a lasagna almost.
That's not bad.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's just more beef and a little more cheese.
It's like a hamburger helper meal.
Sounds like a
kind
fat
of.
man's meal to me. I'm out.
You don't
that
like
right?
fat man's meal?
No.
Is it purification summer? Is that what it is? That's right.
Now, coming up, Christy, give me the teaser, please.
We have UFOs in the news. We have a Maserati that's driving where it shouldn't be.
My
We
Maserati
have-
does 185.
It does? Really? Yeah,
When
just
you
like
lost
Joe
your
Walsh.
license?
And now you can't drive.
How did you guys know the story?
And we have a loose moose in Schenectady.
Oh.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
You say that 10 times, something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, no joke.
Spell Schenectady. Oh, sorry.
Let's see now. Survey time. Chick McGee, your sleep number bed, what is your sleep number setting?
100. I like a firm mattress.
Good
Tom.
answer.
And
Good
the
answer.
one thing about Sleep Number, and it's an innovative mattress technology, that it stays firm. You know how you buy a mattress and it just starts to sag. Not the Sleep Number
But
bed.
at the touch of a button, you can make it less firm. That's the beauty of the sleep number bed. Christy, what's your sleep number setting?
Well, it's 45, and as we know, if you listened early to the show, I didn't get to sleep in my bed last night. I had to sleep in the guest room. and
Away game?
No, I'm having some work done in there, and I had to sleep in the guest room. And
You mean work done in there? You mean in your house? In your house?
Really? So
You
when
can't sleep with a bed with work.
somebody comes over and does a little work in there, you got to sleep in the
Putting it in
guest
addition.
Hey, okay, this is
45, and I missed my sleep number bed.
okay. The point is, it's adjustable. Either side of the bed can be reset. You know how this works, and you can check out something if you want to learn a little more about your sleep. And visit mysleep30.com and find out. It's free, by the way. mysleep30.com. A sleep wellness program shown to improve sleep quality. While you're at it, find out about the new Sleep Number beds and their special Memorial Day sale. Save $1,000 on the famed Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Queen bed's now just $19.99 for a limited time. Details, of course, are posted at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT Show. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we have a Maserati, as Christy indicated, and some sexy time talk with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind?
Christy,
All right, favorite
My
band?
favorite movie.
Road-
Man,
is it
no
Roadhouse, did
movie.
we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my
Hepburn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell-
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Well, I know that man, Floyd the Trucker, has the Bob and Tom Show app because he contacts us directly with just a text or email. One click. Next thing you know, Floyd's talking to us. Pretty cool. That could be you. When you download the Bob and Tom Show app, you can listen to your local station. Tune in to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Heck, you can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the Bob and Tom Show. It's the Bob and Tom Show app. Even though you may have it, maybe you have a friend or a loved one that hasn't quite gotten up to speed on where to get it and what it does. So you can tell them all about it. It's free to download. Again, free in the iTunes and Google Play Store. That Bob and Tom Show app. Make sure your boss has it on his phone. Hey, boss, you got the Bob and Tom Show app? At any rate, I think we've covered this. Let's move on. Allie Breen, Jessica Alsman on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jimmy Butler scored 41 points. The Miami Heat turned things around with a huge third quarter on the way to beating the shorthanded Celtics 118-107 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals last night in Miami. Major League Baseball, Guardians manager Terry Francona missed his fourth consecutive game last night after testing positive for COVID last week. Francona and most of his coaching staff forced to return from the team's trip to Chicago and Minnesota after an outbreak in Cleveland's clubhouse. The Guardians lose last night to Cincinnati by a score of 5-4. American League winners, the White Sox, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Kansas City, the Yankees, Houston, Texas, and Oakland. In the National League, the Mets and the Cardinals split a doubleheader, and the Dodgers beat Arizona twice. San Diego, Miami, the Cubs, Atlanta, and San Francisco also winning. NHL playoffs last night. Colorado beat St. Louis in overtime 3-2, and Tampa Bay beat Florida by a score of 4-1. I'm Chick McGee, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicoterm. That's the name of it.
Nicoterm? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicoterm's a patch?
Yeah, Nicoterm it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch like you put on your arm.
Nicoterm is a patch?
I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter
No.
patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm. Guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest. Any other interesting news headline, Christy?
The FBI has identified the source of the virus-like blaster infection on the internet. The suspect, an 18-year-old who has not been identified but is expected to be arrested today.
Now, can we execute 18-year-olds in our society?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm there. I'm voting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell the kid's not getting laid. Any kid that's getting laid on a regular basis is not creating computer viruses.
True.
So it's basically, that's a sex education in high school. All they talk about are diseases and things you can catch, and the girls stop putting out, and kids hole up in the room and create a virus.
He's going to be receiving a different kind of sex education, I hope.
Yeah, his baseball hat and his dirt button are going to be the same size once I get done with him. This kid's going to be able to do deep knee bends over a fire hydrant.
Well, Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bees are stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid.
Essential Morning Radio.
They're stupid.
This is Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, you bunch of nutballs. There's Christy Lee at the news.
Hey, chicky chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. Looks like he's working on his memoirs over there at the
Hi.
sidekick chair.
And Pat, you had we got cut off, but you had a question for me. We'll get to it in just a second.
You got it.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hello.
We're pointing toward Allie Breen, and where we help some people end their relationships. There's
that way.
Ace Cosby. Sexy. There's Willie Griswold.
Your son didn't care for that, Tom.
When your dad sounds like that. I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, as it is, and here's Tom.
One more tip on how to give a dog a pill.
Yeah.
If you're trying to give your dog some medication and he or she won't take it, this is actually a pretty good one.
All right.
When you're at the table eating dinner, take some food and stuff the pill in it, then accidentally knock it off the table.
Okay.
So your dog's going, I'm going to get it before they get it back.
Yeah.
That's what dogs do. They're standing guard, and your dog, you'll grab it without hesitation.
Maybe try a knick-knack paddywhack.
Another good.
Give a dog a bone?
Another good suggestion.
Well, this old man won't
Okay,
talk
now,
about that.
we have to get back to the news desk, but first you have a question for Pat?
Well, Pat and I were talking, but there's a talk of a lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a big lunch for
really?
Yeah, Pal's lunch.
Close to where we live. Josh is going to take
I
it.
think Josh already invited you, didn't he?
Yes, I did. She summarily dismissed the whole
I
idea.
have an 11 o'clock. What time are you going?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, see, I can't go.
That's why we're doing it at 11. So
everybody's invited.
And it's close, the restaurant is close to my house.
I haven't heard it.
I said, I will ride my bike there.
And I said, do you have a basket on that bike for your doggy bags?
That was the question you wanted to ask me?
Doggy bags?
Bags, multiple. Because I walk around the restaurant before I leave and ask everyone there, are you going to finish that? I'll take that home if you don't want it. May I eat that? Sir, that's my purse. May I eat that?
Hey, don't waste that. But there's something more hurtful about it when it's not Tom doing it. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
True.
But,
are you going to the wing place? I like that place.
What?
Get over it. You're not going. You can't
cancel your
You
whatever.
got some. I've got to save animals or something.
Hang on. Watch this. Tom, you want to join us for lunch tomorrow?
I'm not available.
There we go.
I got to take my dog to physical therapy.
Would your credit card like to join us for lunch?
Hey, Josh, I'll be there.
There you go. I don't care which Griswold comes and pays. I just want a Griswold to come.
Christy Lee is at the news desk, as you mentioned, and I want to mention real quick that Willie and Josh, this Saturday night, they are going to be doing their thing live on stage, Iliad, New York, at Cacciatores.
Boy, somebody's coming home in a
Yeah,
body.
Cacciatores will be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Somebody's coming home in a body bag on that one.
We're calling it the It Should Have Been a Flight tour.
That's funny.
Gonna be fun. One city, one good time.
10 hours, you two.
One way.
We'll do all right.
10 hours one way.
We're going to videotape all of our arguments. Videotape.
If
I'm
one
75.
If one of you does get genuinely irritated and upset, we have to hear
The
it.
rule is that the phone will start recording.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We're finding. We've worked
Who's
the road
driving?
before.
Just get some,
I am.
get some
boy.
sealed
Oh, boy.
headphones and just drift off into whatever you're listening to.
He's driving. He can't do that.
No, I
driving
don't
too
like wearing
fast.
headphones when I drive.
Of course not. No one should be wearing headphones when they drive.
I think that's illegal, Tom.
It is illegal.
One ear, can't
Earbuds.
How do you hear a siren coming at you?
No,
Well,
Tom.
I'm not disobeying the law and speeding. I don't.
This would be instead of saying earbuds, just say it's me doing it. That's the same.
So it's okay for you.
The fire trucks coming by. You
No,
gotta pay
we'll have a good time.
Okay. Well, once again, Saturday night, one show only, and I think it's almost sold out.
It
So
is.
get your
Hurry up.
tickets.
Yep. Thank
How
you.
often do you wear earbuds while you drive?
Every day he does.
All day, every day.
All the time.
Is that not legal?
No.
No, I mean, technically it's not. But,
Really?
Because, you know, you hear an ambulance, things like that.
I can hear it.
Fire truck.
Chick, you know what's fun?
okay.
Screaming
when he's got the earbuds in, you need to hang up because he's driving and he can't click end. So the phone conversation ends whenever you want it to. You can listen in for a while. You can hear him. Oh, this radio isn't working.
Why don't you use what you're supposed to use is the car? You Bluetooth your phone to the car and you just talk into the car.
Yeah, in the car
like
speaker.
everyone else does.
They really have got the technology down.
No,
It's amazing.
It sounds like the person's in a big empty room.
No, it doesn't.
Not anymore. You
I
can't
bet
tell.
if you tried, you'd be surprised.
And then I don't know how to operate the radio. Let's just move forward here.
Okay.
I don't need any more. I don't need any passwords anymore.
Get a driver.
You don't need passwords
Please.
to do it.
Willie, get him a driver.
Buddy, I tried. I was pitching it in the hospital. I've been pitching it
I'm
forever.
fine.
Congress held its first hearing in half a century.
Wait a minute. Congress. Am I right?
On unidentified flying objects. Testifying before a House Intelligence Subcommittee,
That's an
Pentagon,
oxymoron if I've ever heard.
House intelligence.
Pentagon officials did
I
not
was reading the other day. Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
the UFOs take all the baby's milk, did they?
disclose additional information from their.
Formula, yeah.
Are you going to bring this up every hour? Because you've
No,
brought it up every
this is
hour
the United States of America. How the hell does this happen?
And now Tom angers parents.
I'm certainly good at looking into UFOs right now.
Testifying before a House Intelligence Subcommittee, Pentagon officials did not disclose additional information from their ongoing investigation of hundreds of unexplained sightings in the sky. But they did say they'd picked a director for a new task force to coordinate data collection efforts on what the government has officially labeled unidentified aerial phenomena.
Once again,
Phenomena.
broadcast on the Sci-Fi Channel, not C-SPAN. Very important work being done by the government. Maybe they can have the UFOs bring some baby formula for us. Okay. Sorry, Bombs.
I'm glad we did that story. Christy, what's next? Huh?
Hey, here's an email.
My God.
Here's an email. Hey, guys.
Well, no, you'd be happy if it were Bigfoot.
No, I'm happy that they're doing something about the UFOs, too.
Hey, Josh, earlier you said you wanted to put a bullet in your brain. Do you have any spare bullets by any chance?
I do.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Hey, guys. This email starts, I think that golf groupies should be called putter sluts.
Putter sluts.
Oh, geez.
Because bowling is gutter sluts, right?
Gutter, is it? I don't know.
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, we were trying to find out what golf groupies, if there was a specific name for
Putter
them.
sluts isn't bad.
No, it's not.
Osman, what kind of athlete is your favorite? Who would you potentially be a groupie for? What group of dudes?
Maybe a basketball player or a quarterback.
Oh, okay.
You're more of a sci-fi movie groupie, right?
Sure, but I guess a chess player then. I don't know, like a nerd athlete. I don't know.
Are there nerd groupies?
Of course there are.
I think there's a whole cosplay community of that. Like
That's
basically,
what those Comic-Cons are.
the horniest people out there.
Now, here's a suggestion: calling golf groupies Rough Riders.
Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah.
Tea baggers.
Amazing.
Rough Riders is pretty good. I mean, in terms of...
But I don't know.
I'm in the rough.
I'm not sure if there's a common parlance, if you will.
I call her a slice because I play her where she lays.
Oh, what about shaft handlers? Isn't that what I had? What did I have? Shaft handler?
Shaft something.
Shaft sucker? What was it?
No, it was not shaft sucker.
Are you sure? I think it might have been.
Subtle.
Aren't furries really like nerd groupies?
No, that's a very specific sort of fetish.
That's another, that's a whole other thing.
Could you see yourself becoming a furry, Josh, at any point?
No, I mean, I've been in the costumes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But it never interested me
How
to
did
make...
you hang onto the tail? Was that like a cheek tug? I mean,
Tom, we've had this discussion.
That's how they do it.
That's there's horseplay, and that's how
you tug, but not too hard. You want to stay in.
There's a knob on one end, and it just sticks.
And then you have a tail.
And actually, when you pull it out, it goes. They have a nice time.
Take a cleaning kit and a.
Sure, you got to take care of your
man bag.
Good workman take care of his tools.
Some pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
Did you see that story about the new? It's kind of like a wearable condom for women. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it, Pat?
I did.
It's like underwear, but it's so thin that you can
do things.
That's not
do
going to
things
work.
Safely.
It's not what?
It's not going to work. That's not going to catch on.
What do you mean? FDA approved, my friend.
Is it like a gauzy fabric?
No,
that goes over
it's almost like wearing a condom.
It's like underwear.
a lady wearing a condom.
It's like
and
a reverse
underwear.
So it goes in, right?
No, you wear it like underwear, and
but
you leave
it's
it
like
on.
underwear with like a
a tube.
No, it's
tube.
It's for the edible part of this.
The edible.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes.
see.
Oh, oral.
Yeah, that's what every woman wants.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So that you don't.
A bandage over it.
It's
so
like
it's
it's like you're eating Gallagher.
what? I'm trying to understand what that be Gallagher's audience.
See, Gallagher's everyone's got Visqueen in the front row.
It's supposed to be.
That was not especially
so
elegant
thin.
or really clear or apparently funny.
It's like a dental dam.
It's like a dental dam, but you wear it like it's underwear. It's attractive.
Right.
It's
I was going to say, I thought it was for the most intimate form of activity would sound like an NBA game.
No,
Ladies, when
squeak.
When your fellows down there, are you tired of feeling something?
They say you can feel that it's so
this
thin.
is never going to take off.
Are you tired of orgasms?
Okay. When we get back, coming up, we have Sexy Time. Talk with Allie Breen and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Wednesday morning, May 18th. My name is Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7 as we roll through Hump Day together. Jessica Alsman, Allie Breen, Sexy Time. You can reach Allie Breen at alliebreen.com. And, of course, all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, ALLIBREEN, Allie Breen on the way. That's right, Dear Allie or Sexy Time. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Desk. As if it needs the star power, but Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford are teaming up to work on the newest addition to the Yellowstone TV franchise. The actors will headline a series with the working title 1932. It will join 1883 in what Paramount Plus calls the origin story of the Yellowstone drama. Ford and Mirren are among a growing number of movie stars who've done TV shows as streamers to try to draw subscribers with big names and prestige products. Pete Townsend becomes the latest musician telling their life story on Audible. The Who star will take listeners through the years 1978 to 2002, a time bookend by the deaths of drummer Keith Moon and bass player John Entwistle. The feature, Pete Townsend, Somebody Saved Me, blends his memories of that span with the music that punctuated it, like Let My Love Open the Door, Slit Skirts, and You Better, You Bet. And Jerry Lee Lewis has finally made it into the Country Music Hall of Fame at the age of 86. Yep, he finally got the call, said he's glad and grateful. Lewis joins the late country star Keith Whitley on the list of performers voted in this year. Lewis had already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and was outspoken about getting into the country music equivalent. Maybe marrying your 13-year-old cousin had something to do with that. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
Got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon.
Sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. They go by and bullwhip you.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
But it's strange living back in America, I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet.
Well.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold in the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Jessica Alsman.
My neighbor's cat keeps leaving decapitated chipmunks at my door.
Oh.
What do you do? No?
Put them on little spikes in front
Could
of the
I
house.
borrow that cat? Because I got a couple chipmunks I'd like to see decapitated.
Hot dog buns.
Should we have hamburger-shaped chipmunks or hot dog-shaped chipmunks?
Good question.
There's Ace
Where were we?
Cosby. Howdy. He's at the track phone, hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chick, sir.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, kinda, and here's Tom.
Now, Christy brought something up, and this is a really delicate topic, so I'm going to have to kind of dance around this before we get to Sexy Time with Allie Breen. You mentioned the Food and Drug Administration. The headline is, underwear okayed by the FDA for STI prevention during oral, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
First of all, I'm really annoyed that they've dropped STD and gone to STI.
Why? Like disease over infection?
It's just that what was
Infection
wrong?
is scientifically is medically more accurate.
Absolutely. But you want to go old school, Josh?
Not always. Not when science changes, things shift.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's. I just like STD is sort of We all know what it is. And we have to. It's like learning another password. Super annoying. Maybe it's just me. I'm sorry. I'm annoyed.
It is. Oh, it is just
Okay. Okay.
You know what happens if someone takes your password, right? They can steal your identity. You know that, right?
Just right. It's very important.
Why are you complaining about passwords?
Because they're asking them for everything. I don't.
Yes.
Reason for that.
I don't.
Yes.
I don't need them for everything.
I feel like you do. I feel like you think that everything on your computer is owned by the same company, and that's not true. Do you know what I'm talking about?
They're asking for password. You don't need a password. I've already bought your stupid magazine online. I want to read it. I don't want to have to look up the password every time I go to turn it on.
But they have your credit card information because you paid for the magazine.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fine. My point is, we're talking about underwear.
You know who to take care of this is your driver. He'd remember all the passwords.
Yeah.
One more person. Pretty soon I'd be working for him. The
Called
food.
Laurels is what the underwear is called.
What?
Laurels?
Laurels.
As in-
LORALS. Laurels.
It's a combination of oral
Laurels for protection.
and liquor.
And no, I
And
think
then the men's underwear are called Hardee's.
I think it's latex.
Laurels and Hardee's.
Oh. I thought it was. The Food and Drug Administration has approved a pair of underwear that can be used to prevent STIs during oral relations. They are indeed called Laurels. They've been in the market since 2018. Apparently haven't made much of a dent.
No.
To me, this is like making out with a trash bag.
You got to learn somehow.
And we've all had those nights.
We've all had a hefty back at our house.
Now, this
looks like I'm glad to be home, huh?
I've never heard this next word. I know what it means.
Here's
Josh, stand by.
This is crazy.
What word?
You'll hear in a minute. Laurels are not approved for STI prevention during penetrative relations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not a condom.
Right.
They could break, I think, is what they're saying.
I don't think I knew that penetrative was a word.
I didn't either.
That's beautiful.
But also, and then I can't read the next part, but they're also for useful, I'll put it delicately, in a professional manner, because I'm a pro, if you're eating around the corner where the fudge is made.
Oh, that's how doctors put it?
And that's what the doctors say.
I see.
Wow.
They're very attractive. You've seen a picture of them? They're right here on my computer. Can you see that?
You know, I'll do that every now and then. The next day, I got a fever.
They're just like a pair of gray panties.
So
Should we try them?
I think it's E.
See if they
coli.
work?
What? Oh, Jessica. How are we going to do
order
that?
them for you, Jessica.
Well, your friend Donnie's going to find out what it tastes like to eat Hanes.
These may be called Fruit of the Loom, but I ain't tasting fruit.
And, of course, what's sexier than the sign FDA approved?
Yeah.
What's the D stand for?
Well, so this. First we had the mask on our face. Now you got to mask up your crotch, ladies. Okay, I'm still. Does STI sound? Is it because it sounds less skanky than STD?
I think isn't measles like a disease? Something like drastic? Is a disease?
I think infection is technically more correct than disease.
I think we should just go with the clap, like doctors used to do.
What about the nail?
You caught the nail in Cuba?
Yeah.
What's the nail?
The venereal disease.
Is it any venereal disease, or is it just gonorrhea?
It was a sort of
all right.
Splendid buffet of venereal disease.
You ever have any STDs, Dad?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
That's a really interesting question. Think about that sentence. Have you ever had any STDs, Dad?
I did have.
Not many people have said
Many years ago, I had what I would refer to as a mobile freckle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present the Griswolds at home. Willie has a question for his father. And here's Willie.
Is it that big of a deal if you get chlamydia? What do you say?
Never had it. Sorry, can't spell it either. I'm looking at these panels.
This has been the Griswolds at home.
Answer the question.
Join us again next time.
Just 2 rounds of antibiotics. No big deal.
Here we go. You can get the Michael Douglas brand of these panties. Yeah, eat Hardee's.
I'm Michael Douglas for these panties. Catherine and I
I wanted to name them Odelehi Who's.
What a way to go. Am I right?
Remember when you're the Oral Canyon.
It's the sneeze guard of underwear.
ABE, always be eating.
When you're romancing the stone and you want to feast on the jewel.
You know what a jewel of the piles.
Did you hear that? ABE, always be eating.
Yeah, but that's Alec Baldwin, though. It wasn't Michael Douglas.
Well, I know.
Gordon Gekko holds no merit.
Financial.
No, it wasn't.
Financial institutions, different movies.
Yeah, very different.
10 hours in a car.
I'm going to kick your ass in Cleveland. I'll tell you that much right now.
Okay, well, let's move forward here. So those are out there, ladies. And once again, they're called
going through Cleveland.
Laurels. LORALS.
Correct.
And it's chew time.
That didn't just happen, did it?
Chewing?
Chew.
Why are you chewing?
If you chew, you're not going to go through the latex. You're going to be in trouble.
Will you stop that?
If you're chewy, take a shower.
Ladies,
Come on.
try the new Gnashers.
You're going to have people over you mop the floor, am I right? Yes.
Clean up.
Yes.
I blame
Clean it up.
Christy brought it up, not me. By the way,
Well, I thought it was a fascinating story. I'm sorry. I
Jeez,
never
I had no
heard of
idea.
it. Or,
No, it's all your fault.
I don't care.
okay, now we were talking about this UFO thing. Josh is all into
People
UFOs and big feet and stuff.
I like it.
I got some of this stuff. This is from C-SPAN. This is some of the United States Congress yesterday had a special seminar with Pentagon officials about UFOs.
Important.
We have some of the testimony here.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
That's Marvin the Martian, of course.
My space modulator.
He, of course, came to see.
Q324.
You can make all the jokes you want here. They're trying to save lives.
Okay, that's great.
There you go.
Maybe why don't they work on the baby formula thing for us?
Well,
Nice job, America.
This is the first time in like 5 years you actually don't have a baby. So maybe this is why you're so shocked by it.
And now Tom angers everyone. Way to go, America.
I think it's important that we sort this out.
but Ace has a couple cases just because he got a coupon once. You're sitting on a lot of baby formula, aren't you?
A whole room full of it.
Bet you are.
Who knew that someday Ace's garage full of baby formula would be able to help
He's going to
humanity?
get the Medal of Freedom.
And the formula problem? Turns out Ace is the coefficient.
$1,500 a six-pack. That's right.
Yeah, I would love to know
crazy.
what kind of a coupon person has purchased the most ridiculous thing that they don't need just because it was on sale.
Ace? What?
Ace.
Dumbest thing you've ever bought that you really didn't need, but it was such a bargain you couldn't pass it up?
Me?
Just a closet full of Tampax.
Nothing comes to mind, but there was a show called Extreme Couponing. And
that's right.
They used to show these people were just cleaning up. They would buy stuff they didn't need and donate it to churches.
Well,
that's nice.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's
That takes any humor that might have been there with that setup.
Well, you did go to Ace.
You jumped off that board.
Speaking of
It's
coupons,
kind of on you for talking to him, okay?
one of the greatest coupons I've ever used for anything is a coupon that I used to use called Goodrx.
Goodrx.
Oh.
Yep, and
Once
now
again, we
it's
get
an
love
app.
letters. Here, let me read this one. This is from Ryan. My wife had to get a refill on her prescriptions recently. This is going to sound fake, but it's absolutely true, writes Ryan. At her normal pharmacy, she was looking at $600 for a 30-day supply. We ended up finding it through Goodrx for $21 for a 90-day supply. Now, that's incredible. Goodrx is an app. It is free, and Christy's been using it forever. She's the one that told me all about it. Give me more info.
Yeah, even when I clipped the coupon. But now I don't have to do that anymore because Goodrx is free, easy to use. It's an app, works whether you do or do not have insurance. And even if you have insurance, could beat your copay price, and you could save up to 80%. Go to goodrx.com/Tom online. From there, you'll find prescription savings at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. We're talking the big ones, kids, like CVS, Kroger, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, Vons. You get the idea. So for simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, and who doesn't want to save up to 80%? Check out GoodRx. It could be you. Go to goodrx.com/Tom. That's goodrx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance. In 2021, GoodRx users saved an average of 81% on retail prescription prices.
Oh,
You know,
thank you,
I'm a
Gordon.
couponer.
Are you? No.
Yep. But I realized just now I don't have the time to tell you about it.
Thank you.
Good thought.
That's my favorite kind of story I get from Gordon. When we come back, the clock is ticking because it's ticking towards sexy time. With Allie Breen next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Don't forget the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom's work farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Keep that smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Wednesday, May 18th. You already know Allie Breen and Jessica Alsman are here, but coming up on Thursday, Al Jackson, the author of a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? Available at aljacksonlive.com. When he's not on giving a quiz to Tom, he's also the co-host of the nationally syndicated daytime talk show on the TV, Daily Blast Live. That's Al Jackson joining us on Thursday. But first, Allie Breen and Sexy Time. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. For many South Koreans, the former presidential palace in Seoul was a little visited, heavily secured mountainside landmark. That's now changed as thousands have been allowed to look inside for the first time in 74 years. The Blue House, whose name in Korean means building with blue roof tiles, opened its gates to the public earlier this month to mark the new South Korean president's official inauguration. Officials are allowing a maximum of 39,000 people a day to visit. The opening part of new South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's pledge to abandon the palace and establish his offices at the Defense Ministry compound in the Yongsan district, about 3 miles away. A NASA spacecraft on Mars is losing power and headed for a dusty demise. The InSight lander has just a couple more months of science work before succumbing to the Martian dust on its solar panels. NASA said Tuesday it will keep using the spacecraft's seismometer to detect Mars quakes until the power peters out. Officials expect operations to cease in July, almost 4 years after InSight's arrival in Mars. Or at Mars, I should say. InSight, one of 3 NASA spacecraft operating on the Martian surface, rovers Curiosity and Perseverance still going strong thanks to nuclear power. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. There's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hi, this is Tom. Coming up Thursday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll visit with comedian Al Jackson, and here's some music from Pat Godwin.
I hit a pothole on neglected avenue. I bust a tire.
Yeah.
I hit a pothole on neglected avenue. Situation's dire.
That's Thursday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl.
Listen, I have front row seats to a bond raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep.
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Your time is up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. People say, are you guys drunk when you do the show?
We wish we were.
Drunk or high, as long as we get there. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hi. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey, hey, hey.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Man about town. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and it's time for liftoff. Allie Breen is
We're going to check in with Allie in just a second. Allie Breen is our guest. She is a comedian, and she's also I don't like the word sexpert, just on general principles.
It's two words combined to make a new word.
Yeah. What's that called again? A portmanteau or something?
That's right.
Edutainment.
I think I'm doing a portmanteau.
Brunch.
Allie, before we get to you, you look very nice today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
We've been trying to find out if there's a name for groupies for golfers. Because and I don't know, is baseball Annie's still used?
No, it's old, but maybe among baseball players, but I can't imagine.
And in hockey, you say it's what? Puck munchers?
Puck bunnies.
Jeez. Puck munchers.
Golf.
That's crazy.
The best one the one I like is putter sluts for golf.
So here's a suggestion. This comes to us from TC. He writes, how about putt pirates?
Putt pirates.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Maybe that's for a peculiar.
It works.
Very particular, I should say.
That reminds me of
hole-in-one, if you will.
Miniature golfers.
Right.
Miniature golf
because of the Pirates Cove
miniature golf groupies are called putt pirates. I like that very much. Let's see. Crotch crickets.
Remember, there is a putt pirates golf course, putt golf course in Uranus, Missouri, next to the Fudge Factory.
It's called Putt Pirates?
Yes.
You're kidding.
No,
way.
not.
Wow.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Well, the way the show works now is that Allie will read a letter. We will try to do our best to help, and it's usually extremely ineffective. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I met a guy in an airport lounge. We hit it off and have been talking ever since. We are meeting up for a weekend in Vegas where he'll be for a convention. I'm very excited, but I'm worried. My friends are telling me he might be married or have a girlfriend. He has zero social media. He says because of work, but that seems like it might be a red flag. What should I do?
Ask him if he's married or has a girlfriend.
At the risk of sounding like a fuddy-duddy, the first time you guys are going to hang out, you're going for a weekend in Vegas? That seems a little
and it's signed.
Creepy?
It's signed.
fast.
It's signed. Easy who?
No. Easy Evelyn.
Round-heeled Rhonda.
Why not Vegas? There's a lot to do.
Sure.
It sure sounds married to me, but that's just my gut feeling.
Yep. God, ask the man.
It sounds like it's Kenny Tarmac you're going to meet.
Yeah.
Like he's always on the sales guy.
On the move all the time?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have to ask, because if he's asking her on a date, it should be assumed that he's not.
Right, but
married,
all her
so he's
friends
hiding
got
it,
in her head.
obviously.
Okay, yeah. Married men never ask women out, ever. I mean, come on.
I feel like it's always.
But I'm just saying, if she actually asked him, I think he'd be like, "Why would you ask? Of course, I wouldn't ask you out." You know.
Well, hopefully that would be his response.
Yeah, that'd be a great response.
And if she finds out he is married, this is all on him because he asked her out.
Right, not your fault.
It's not her fault.
Right.
Tell your friends to shut up. They're just jealous that she's having a fun fling with another guy in Vegas.
Wait till after he pays for everything in Vegas, though, before you actually ask that question, because you don't want the trip to get canceled. You know what I mean?
What? I mean, I know what you're trying to say, but it's again just typical Alsman scorched earth lunacy.
Oh, I think you should still enjoy a vacation. You deserve it.
Do they have separate rooms?
Bingo.
No.
I don't know. I mean,
There is no way this guy's going to spring for an extra room because it's just no.
He won't have to. His room's on an expense account. He's going there for a convention.
Here's the thing. Remember when Watley...
Gotta have a separate room.
Remember when Watley invited Elaine to go to the Super Bowl, and she was like, well, what are the sleeping arrangements? I mean, she put it right out there. Right.
Yeah, but she wasn't interested in him. This lady's interested in this guy, and that was a sitcom.
Yeah, but she still needs her own room.
And those are imaginary people. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
This is a real person with real feelings.
Yeah, let's try to be.
And real flesh.
Remember the humanity.
But no social media. That seems a little bit. That seems sketchy, too.
Sorry.
Here's what you do. If you end up meeting any of his coworkers or friends at the convention or in Vegas, whatever, try to get them alone and just act like, oh, yeah, I found out about his wife. And just see if they can start talking about it. Like, oh, yeah, isn't that blah, blah, blah.
Ask him if he's
married. You got him.
All you got to do.
If you're meeting
there it is. You've got him.
If you're meeting his coworkers at the convention, he's not married because there's no way.
Oh,
he
there's multiple sleazeballs out there.
No, he would not introduce you to his coworker. To your coworker.
Keep that together.
I have a weird social media caveat here. Does he let you post photos of him on your social media?
They just met.
They don't have any.
They haven't had a chance, I don't think.
Okay.
That could be
There are
the
a lot
test,
of
though.
people that don't have social media accounts.
Exactly, yeah.
I know Josh always bails and just says to communicate because he can't think of anything funny to say. In this case, he's right. Just ask him if he's married, point blank, and see what do you got to lose?
And if he is, just crank up your fee. Next letter.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, you just called the woman a whore.
Yeah, I did.
All right, we're right on track.
These are just jokes.
Of course.
Dear Allie,
Except for me,
I've
I'm
been
a-
with my girlfriend for almost a year, and when her mom calls, she puts me on the phone to talk to her. Is this weird? I've never had this happen before.
That's not weird.
It's nice.
Maybe she wants you to get to know her mom so that you'll.
Maybe she's trying to fix you up with her mom.
Yeah, maybe.
Hi, Mom.
Maybe they're into mother-daughter stuff.
So I'm
We
sorry.
don't know.
So
MILF.
I don't
It's a
think
big theme lately.
I don't think it's weird
lemonade.
at all.
Oh.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah, no, it's
It's a
not
lot
that.
of pressure, though.
Girlfriend's mom?
I mean, it depends at what time the phone call comes in. I mean, if you're,
In the middle of.
if it's, what I'm saying, you're in Pound Town.
Well, I would hope you don't
Mrs.
answer
Johnson,
the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Especially if it's your mom calling.
It depends on what the mom says to you when you get on the phone. Hi. You know.
What are you wearing?
Hey, you.
Send me some more pictures.
Do you answer the phone when you're
Of
doing
course
it?
not. No, I'm not. No, this is completely
I do.
innocent.
Guess what I'm doing?
I'm going to Pound Town.
Josh wears one of those Madonna headsets, so he's hands-free.
That's right.
No, this does not seem weird at all to me. What do you think, Allie?
I mean, it's a lot of pressure to have to talk to someone's mom every time they call, but I guess it's sweet.
Yeah,
I would
it's
love
kind
it.
of funny.
Wait a second, Allie, do you ever talk to, you got a boyfriend, he's a very fine actor. Are his parents still with us, and do you ever talk to them?
Yes, his mom. I mean, I go out and see her and we have lunch and stuff, but if she calls, she'll just say, oh, tell Allie I said hi. I never have to get on the phone and actually talk to her.
Right,
Gotcha.
right.
That's more normal, I think, I guess.
Well, did
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
or did you say that they've met? Have they actually met in person, or not?
Yes, we have.
No,
Oh,
not
them?
you. but
Sorry,
the
I thought you were-
situation. No.
Oh, I don't know, actually. It doesn't say, but they've been together for a year. I would assume yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it matters. I think it's perfectly innocent and fine.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Next.
I mean, unless
Christy's over it.
Christy's hungry. We got to wrap this up.
Unless the mom gets on the phone and, when are you going to get married?
Right.
I would like some grandbabies.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
I don't hear
But I doubt the girl would even like that. She doesn't want that to happen in terms of her mom saying.
That's awkward for everybody.
Sure.
Okay, next letter, please.
Ooh. Dear Allie, my boyfriend and I have plans to go to Cancun for a week, and we just got into a huge fight. He said some horrible things, and even though he apologized, I'm really not over it. We can't get refunded for our trip. It's past the time, so I don't know what to do. Any advice?
Go on the trip,
Go
suck
on
it
the
up,
trip.
enjoy it. God.
Nope, she's not done being mad yet.
Yeah.
No, the trip is the test. If he ticks you off there, then you can break up when you get back.
Your mind is fascinating. That is
it's-
crazy.
It's already paid for. You got to go.
Get over it. Enjoy the trip.
Maybe you
My
guys
gosh.
can rekindle your relationship.
Do him a favor. Let him take his girlfriend. Have a nice time. And when he comes back, he'll be a little more relaxed.
I'm kind of with Tom on this. Let him take his buddy. Jesus. Sounds like you're going to ruin it for him anyway.
Yikes.
Maybe he's going to ruin it for her.
No, being a miserable bitch.
Remember Josh and his term, these bitches.
Okay, well, let's move forward. What else have we got?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend and I have great sex. Recently, I asked if I could tie her up when we have sex. We did it. It was super hot, and I've done it a couple times since. She says she loves it, but I'm worried she may just be doing it because she thinks I like it. I only want to do what makes her feel good. Am I being too concerned and worried? Should I continue this, or what should I do?
I think you're looking for something to be upset about. And she says it's okay. Just shut up.
Yeah. Just say literally everything you said in that letter.
Or just talk to her.
I got this one. I've got this one. Here's what you do. This, I can't believe.
Hey, Josh just said they should talk, communicate.
Go ahead, shut up. Allie, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Who's doing the tying? Who's being tied up, the guy or the girl?
She's being tied up. Okay. He's doing the tying.
You tie her up, set off the fire alarm, and run out of the room.
Oh, there you go.
What the hell?
Really kinks it up, I guess.
Yeah, that takes it up a level.
that takes her up a notch. That's for sure.
And if you come back and she's not mad, you're okay.
Yeah.
Now, and she really likes it.
Let me make it clear. Don't set the house on fire.
That would ruin the joke, you see.
Just trip the smoke alarm.
Yeah, murder.
It's turned into a murder.
Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this one. Here we go. Sexy time. The Chambers Brothers. The time
That's a
has
good
come
song.
today. Here we go. Sexy time.
Love runs high.
Time, but this is a great song. How about this one? Sexy time. Sexy time. Sexy.
That's got to be it. This one here.
Sexy time.
It's infuriating. We have to use it.
We have to that one honestly makes me angry.
Exactly. We're so boiled. Our blood is boiling when we hear it.
You mean this one? Sexy time. Sexy time.
Yep, that's the one.
Sexy time. Sexy time. Sexy time. Okay. How about this? How about this one? Sexy time.
If it was the original, I'd hate the Who cover of that.
You don't like
Rare Misstep by
that's the
Roger and the Boys.
Live at Leeds. Who is
My
that?
vote goes for that
Blue
one.
Cheer, I think, had the American hit.
Oh, is that right?
I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But
Eddie
it's
Cochran,
an old, it's an older song.
Our listener, Ronald, says, please stop saying sexy time, Tom. It's gross. Have one of the girls say that phrase. I need to take a shower. So thank you,
Okay,
Ronald.
we'll try it. We'll just do a quick rehearsal here. Halsey, try saying sexy time the way I do it. That's
the way you do it?
That makes the room steam up with sex vibes.
Really?
Sexy time.
Oh, no, that sounded like a witch under a bridge.
Awful.
I went with that.
Sounds like you're about to remove a tooth. The
Sounded like a
dentist office.
gremlin.
That's good. That's good.
Bang.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Allie Breen, do you want to try it for us?
Sexy time.
Yeah.
Now flick your tongue at us, bitch.
Jeez.
Well, I'm gonna come up with some original music for you, Allie. So we'll get to that
Okay.
coming up. But here we go. Is this the one you like? Is this the one you like, chick?
No, the Who. I like the Who.
This one we never even heard.
This was the American hit, wasn't it, Pat?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're talking about Summertime Blues?
Yeah.
No, there's a way older version.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe this is it.
It's got that LSD infused 60s guitar
There's
tremolo.
a more mainstream version.
Okay. Now we have Allie Breen with.
Eddie Cochran, you morons.
No, we know that. We said that.
We said it. You were on the phone, though, in your defense.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that
Blatant hostility.
the Blue Cheer
Nobody
version
doesn't
was
like
kind
us.
of a hit. Do they still make Blue Cheer, by the way?
What the hell is Blue Cheer?
Laundry
I don't know what that
It was a
is.
detergent.
Cheer is a laundry detergent. I don't know what
Cheer, but it wasn't Blue Cheer. It was just
What's the
Cheer.
one that came with towels?
Towels?
Boxes of Breeze?
Was it like Dash or
Boxes
Breeze?
of Breeze, wasn't it?
Sorry.
You had the towels in it?
Allie, this is called ADD radio. Back to you.
You could have been in bed.
All right, we got another one. Dear Allie, my boyfriend is getting kinkier and kinkier.
Yeah.
He likes when I do stuff to him with my feet, And he likes to have sex right after I work out or go to the gym, and he licks my body and my armpits.
What the hell? Hey, let's not judge this man.
It is not a turn on for me, but he loves it so much. I don't want to stop him. But how do I get accustomed to doing this? I don't know what to do.
Suck it up.
No. Well, he's already sucking it up, evidently.
Yeah.
I would have to shower. I would be uncomfortable because I wouldn't want them to. Yeah.
No, he likes it. He likes her sweat.
I totally understand what she's saying because she's like, but I'm not comfortable knowing that you're. Yeah.
If this is where he's starting, it's only going to get weirder from here. It's only going to get weirder.
You just gotta assume that he really does like.
Yeah, you're gonna come home and there's gonna be sun tea being made with your panties.
And if you don't like it, get out.
Yeah, I mean, this is his thing. He has to do this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're not pot committed, you need to bail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
it cuts down on shower time. You should just have liquor clean.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like an inherently weird kink, but I do think that you need to be on the same side as him for this to work.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The feet thing's okay, but I don't think I could handle my armpit getting licked. It just freaks me out.
Josh, ready?
Yes, sir.
You're closest. Give it a lick. See what happens.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not an armpit guy. What were we trying to do? What did you want from that thing?
Allie Breen is our guest. The show is, of course, known as Sexy Time. Allie, do you prefer STDs or STIs?
She doesn't want either.
I prefer neither.
Yeah.
The parlance, I find
think
STI
is what people usually say, right?
Yeah, but now they're trying to shove STI down our throats. The politically
Who is
correct.
trying to shove it down our
This isn't a politically correct thing. This is a medically correct thing.
Yes, well, science schmience.
infections.
STD is the way to go.
I think so too.
They're going to have to change the name to my favorite TV show, Law and Order STD. Have you ever seen that show?
No, I haven't seen
Oh, it's
that
great.
one.
Yeah, they're always scratching. They try to solve the cases. Allie, you playing this week in the city?
I am. I'll be at the comic strip this weekend on the Upper East Side.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Also in Greater New York, by which I mean the state, Ilion, New York, it's going to be Catch-A-Tours with Willie G and Josh Arnold Saturday night.
Yes.
This week for a great live show and some great live comedy. If you want to get a hold of Allie, it's ALLIBREEN, Allie Breen. And the show, of course, is called Sexy Time.
Sexy Time.
Thanks, Allie. Great stuff as usual. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
I'll see you
Allie.
next week.
Bye. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
So sweet and innocent. Comes on our show.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Just spoil it.
Fun.
Right now, you know what I'm talking about?
Who
What are
wants
you
a
talking
steak?
about?
I want a steak.
Oh, me
I want
too.
a steak.
Not just any steak. I want some Omaha steaks. Josh, you know about Omaha steaks?
I sure do. Spring is here, and my goodness, it's time to let Omaha Steaks make it easy to stock up on all your grilling favorites. Visit omahasteaks.com, enter BTS into the search bar. Order the spring grilling pack today. You'll save over 50%. Plus, you'll get 4 Omaha Steaks burgers and 4 boneless chicken breasts for free with your order. That's right. This package has it all, from the butcher cut filet mignons, boneless pork chops, to the delicious caramel apple tartlets. I sure love sending my brothers Omaha steaks, especially my older brother Jeff. I send him to the lake, and then when I get there, he's cooking them up, and my gosh, do we feast like kings. Omaha Steaks delivers perfection in every single bite, every single time. Visit omahasteaks.com, type keyword BTS into the search bar, order today. There's a reason why Omaha Steaks has been the leader of gourmet steaks and food for over a century. No one, and I do mean no one, comes close to matching the flavor, tenderness, and value of Omaha Steaks. That's omahasteaks.com, keyword BTS. Order the spring grilling pack today. Order one for a friend or family member and one for yourself. Don't forget, you'll get 4 Omaha steak burgers and 4 chicken breasts free. That's omahasteaks.com, keyword BTS.
Thank you very much, Josh. When we come back, a little history lesson for you and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Dad, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Wednesday. Don't forget Donnie Baker on the road at the Blue Room beginning tomorrow night through Saturday night, the 21st in Springfield, Missouri. Check out DonnieBaker.com for more information. And Willie Griswold and Josh Arnold out on the road, thatjosharnold.com. This weekend, Saturday night, May 21st, Cacciatore's in Ilion, New York. Again, thatjosharnold.com. Along with Willie Griswold, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you can come out and support those young men out on the road being funny. It's going to be a good time. We learn a lot on the Bob and Tom Show, including today. We'll be back with a look at what we learned and a little bit of history on this Wednesday, May 18th. Coming up next, don't go anywhere. We're not done with you knuckleheads yet. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom News Desk. U.S. regulators have authorized a COVID-19 booster for healthy 5 to 11-year-olds, another step to try to head off a new spread of the coronavirus. This new authorization will give an extra dose to the youngest set of vaccine getters. Already, those 12 and older are free to get a booster for the best protection against variants, and those of us over 50 are authorized to get a second booster, bringing the total vaccine regimen for that group to 4. Elon Musk boasted that acquiring the social media site Twitter would let him purge the site of annoying spam bots. But now he says there may be too many of these bots to let his $44 billion deal stand. It's one of the several public gripes Musk has made since offering to buy Twitter. Experts wonder if it's a ploy for Elon to back out of the deal or to get it at a cheaper price. And a 30-year-old white rhino at Walt Disney World has been fitted with a fitness tracker to see how active she is on any given day. It monitors the number of steps and whether those steps involve walking or running. It also monitors when she naps and what parts of the man-made savanna she prefers. The white rhino's name is Helen, and this is all part of a large research project to learn the best way to care for rhinos at their facilities. If Helen tolerates the device well, other rhinos at Disney's Animal Kingdom will wear them as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I need to talk to somebody else, like with a green thumb, so I asked my drummer, Dusty Privett's cousin, Wallace.
Yeah?
What kind of plants to make my yard better, like young couples got money? All the plants he mentioned have names that sound like sex positions. Cannabis ruderanus and... I wrote the other one down. Savita filatus. Anyways, that's what some young dudes are into, I guess. But I ain't no stoner or a grower, except in the bedroom. As for the ladies, see the real miracle grow. I swear to God they do.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Ooh.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What?
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it. Yeah. So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
How cool is that?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
There she is. Pat Godwin over there in the performance room.
Still here.
Still here. There's Josh Arnold, the sidekick chair.
Hi.
Hi. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Hayes Cosby. He's manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
I'm craving donuts again.
He looks puzzled. Why did you say that?
It's just on my brain right now.
Now we all want donuts, except your father. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Enjoy a donut.
Yeah. You like the classic glaze?
I prefer the nice, the cream-filled or the jelly.
Oh, you sound like a joyless senator in a debate. I enjoy a donut. Yes,
yes,
do.
Absolutely.
My constituents know how much I enjoy donuts.
I am pro donut,
especially those from the donut corporation that gave me the money.
Every now and again, I will sip a soda.
Got a letter here. Very important.
Justin.
And by the way, this is a special week. I want to say hi to all the great people who work in emergency services, the emergency medical technicians, et cetera, et cetera. And it's a special week honoring them. But this is from Officer. We'll just say Officer BK.
Hey.
He writes about police officer.
Officer Burger King.
Helpful to know one.
Not Officer Burger King, but thank you.
Here's a ticket. Have it your way.
How would you like to see the Burger King as a cop? That frozen face staring at you?
Well, you're going to do the speed limit, aren't you?
You know how fast you were going? Yes, sir. Over the weekend, we had an event at a city park. First responders, et cetera, et cetera. We had all the cool cars there and the special police vehicles, a helicopter, military trucks.
Oh, jeez.
He goes, I was there with our SWAT bus showing off equipment we use for call-outs. It was a great turnout. Lots of kids. Suddenly, I had children asking me to tell them a joke.
Oh.
It turns out that one of the other police officers had told them that I was going to be telling them jokes. So,
did he tell the one where the drunk guy comes home with a duck under his arm?
No,
and his wife greets him at the door, and he goes, I just wanted to show you the pig I've been banging. And the woman said, that's not a pig, it's a duck. And he goes, I was talking to the duck.
Oh. See, did I mention they were kids? Did I? Okay, thank you for ruining this letter.
Was it the joke about the Polish guy and the priest? Was it that joke?
No. The point is, sorry, Officer BK.
Burger King.
Yeah. He goes, fortunately, I'm an avid listener to your show. I especially enjoy the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day segment.
Of course.
So, fresh in my mind, even though on the fly, I changed the joke around just a little bit, and I said to the kids, what do you eat for Halloween? The answer, of course, chicken Alfredo.
Oh, I like it.
It was a hit.
Yeah, it was.
The children didn't laugh, but their parents did.
Where's that kind of quality? That's a great joke.
That was my joke.
I don't even remember you doing that.
I think Ace did it for Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah.
Chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Ace, you got a fan. Thank you, Officer BK, and thank you for your service and all those people out there in the EMT world. You've saved a life or two of me and friends. Thank you so much.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Thomas B. Griswold.
May 18th.
Okay, let's see him.
Here he comes. Coming at you.
Fresh to my eyes. The Republican Party nominated Abraham Lincoln, 1860, on this date. Wasn't he a Whig?
I think he was.
Then he switched.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually what John Wilkes Booth was doing, trying to shoot the wig off.
I see. Okay.
It was a practical joke that turned into an assassination.
I see.
Why did he yell in Latin afterwards, though, still?
Sic semper tyrannis.
This is interesting. 1897, Bram Stoker His version of Dracula was published.
Oh, he's always very excited.
Yeah, there has to be a
his version.
Well, it's based on a true story, so there's
but no, he invented Dracula.
There's the King James Dracula.
Yeah.
Kind of invented vampires, more or less.
Josh, is there, and I know that you're conversant with the world of pornography, is there like a Bram Stoker that does like Dracula porn? If not, there has to be.
If not, there has to be. not that I'm aware of.
What are those?
I'll look up Ram.
Those are nipples. I stand.
You know what? Yeah, okay. I'm glad that was worth it.
Bram Stoker, I think it'd be
Tom, you just run free, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. I'm confused here because the current Pope is Pope
Benedict. No.
Francis.
No, he just heard.
Benedict's the one that retired.
Benedict's the one in the apartment.
Damn near broke it.
And then, but on this date in 1920, Pope John Paul II was
the Deuce
born. Now
they get to pick their names, you know.
Okay, but it wasn't didn't the first John Paul kind of pull a? Wasn't he like James William Henry Harrison rather, and only was in office for like a month?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not big on Pope history.
I
sorry.
think John Paul.
Did he pass away or just quit?
I think he got fired by God. I think.
He passed away. You don't usually quit being a pope. Remember Benedict? Really...
Thanks for coming in.
I'm not paying attention to a pope until there's a Pope John Paul Ringo.
Yeah, of course.
There's a great pope video on TikTok. This guy.
I have a question. I don't know who this is. Happy birthday, 1955. Chow Yun Fat.
He is an actor, a martial artist.
Yeah, he's in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with Michelle Yeoh.
Chow Yun Fat sounds like a Chinese fast food place where they deep fry everything.
All right. Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today. Josh will not use buns on hamburgers.
Well, I will.
And I insist it's not a hamburger then. Christy,
didn't you call it a lesser meatloaf?
Yes, he did.
Like a bland meatloaf.
Yeah, no, you got to have the buns.
Christy Lee, we have a new catchphrase for Christy, and it's really catching on. It's I believe we have the mashup, a new intro for Christy that we learned about today. If you care to go ahead and hit the button.
Well, I can't do that.
Johnny on the spot.
You mean this one?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry, baby. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Boy, that's good.
This is the best thing we've done all year.
Christy also wants to bang Jimmy Johnson and his
I did not say
No, you made it very clear.
hot beard face.
An on-air open invitation.
We have a new sexy time intro to test right now.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the
sexy time.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's the Eddie Cochran version. That is good. I like that very much.
Yes, my puppy dog, my Australian Shepherd, Ruby, she's on the mend. She's not feeling very well. She has a UTI. I don't know how she got it. I don't understand. Tom keeps cups of ice near him at all time. Today, though, it was a low number. He only had 3 cups with ginger lemon tea and Starbucks iced tea.
It was a low day.
And more ice. And
he has low tea.
I've seen the commercials.
Pat Godwin.
I'm going to tee it up.
After you adjust the numbers, evidently he has the #1 comedy album in the United States.
It's called Captured Live.
We both, Josh and I, managed to do a dumb waiter impression today, and we never.
You had
We never had a better
Thank you,
time.
Christy, because it's much better with someone laughing. That's not what happened.
Who ordered the shoe? That is a dumb waiter.
More laces.
Oh, so you want a spoon with your soup?
Laces are special.
Aren't you fancy? Thank you so much.
Good night, Irene.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.